One.
Welcome, Fox Schoolhouse, Bethpage, rest of McDonald County. This is Kim Harrell along with
Eric Gann.
Thomas Delvecchio.
And we're going to bring you tonight's home football game versus the Seneca Indians. Seneca comes in here as the number one ranked team in the state of Missouri in Class 3. They got a 24-game win streak, and they got a 22-game conference win streak, which I tried to find out some information. I got hold of Kevin McKinley at Nevada because he knows a lot of Big 8 history, and he sent me to Alan Spencer. And that's not the longest win streak in Big 8 history. I'm sure Lamar has that, and I think Monad had a 24-game win themselves. But it's long enough, okay? Maybe the Mustangs can get them. The Mustangs have had luck here on this field. John Patterson's group won, Lee Smith's group won, Cole Martin, and then went over to Seneca and won. But it'll be a task. They've got a running back and a quarterback that 6 games into the season already have 1,000 yards. They've been a little susceptible to the pass, so I imagine Ryder Martin will air it out tonight if we get time in the pocket. Would like to shout out a big congratulations to the Lady Mustang golf team. They set school history as they won the conference championship this week on Tuesday, led by Sammy Dowd and Reagan Allgood, along with Tatum Trudeau, Jalen Stipp, and Cammie Washam.
Real quick, to make one correction. State qualifier, Sammy and Reagan,
Yep.
all good.
And then on Thursday, I was getting to that.
Oh,
my friend.
okay.
On Thursday, district golf, Sammy and Reagan qualified for the state tournament.
I'll withdraw my statement.
And last night, Thomas DeVecchio and Eric Gann brought you the Lady Mustang softball team as they run-ruled Cassville to tie for a share of the conference championship. So it's been a good week to be a Mustang, boys.
Yes, it
It has been. So now we can just cap off the week with a big win against Seneca.
And I forgot a little bit here, but the young Mustangs cross-country were cross-country champions this week.
Yep, junior
Conference
high.
champions, junior high. We're going to take a few commercial breaks. We're going to come back and bring you senior night. We'll do it much like homecoming and just put the mic down so you can listen. They'll be doing a lot of people. And then at halftime, we're going to honor our Hall of Fame inductees with a banquet that we'll have tomorrow night. They're going to honor them at halftime. And they're our OTC people. So you get to see your own Thomas Delvecchio in front of the camera instead of behind the camera for a change.
Get to walk my son down across the field. That'd be great.
But this is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network, and we'll be back with senior night in a few minutes.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
B&M and Yokohama Tires are proud to sponsor McDonald County Mustang sports. Billy Martin and his crew have over 50 years of experience keeping your car, truck, or farm vehicles on the move. They offer roadside service, on-site farm service, and in-shop tire repair and sales. Located 3 miles west of Anderson on State Highway 76, or call B&M at 417-845-3566. B&M and Yokohama, cheering on the herd.
Access Family Care serves all of your health care needs, from behavioral health to dental services to primary medical needs. AccessFamilyCare.org. Women's health, OBGYN services. AccessFamilyCare.org, with locations across Southwest Missouri. AccessFamilyCare.org. Quality, convenient health care. Access Family Care medical and dental clinics. Building relationships, providing great care.
Matco Heating and Cooling in Andrew.
Jennifer Williams and daughter of Elizabeth.
And we're back here.
And we're back here for
Sophie has
senior
been
night.
Band and color guard for 5 years, serving 2 as captain. Sophie plans to pursue a career in graphics and web design or marine biology. Her message is, I want to thank Mrs. Henson, Miss Dudley, and Miss Berry for being so supportive. Thank you to the band for being something I look forward to every day, especially my color guard girls and new friends. Remember to stay ready, stay loud, and stay in step. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Sophie Boylan. Our next band senior is Rowan Lee, daughter of Janie Lee and the late James Lee. She is a 4-year member of the band. Her future plans include going to college, and her message is, "Go Mustangs, you got this." Ladies and gentlemen, senior Rowan Lee. Our next band senior is Dalen Soto Garcia, daughter of Arturo Soto and Jackie Garcia. This is her fifth year in color guard and 2nd year as co-captain. She plans to continue her education at a university. Her message is, "Thank you all for the past 4 years. Being part of marching band and making memories with you has been amazing. To my color guard girls, best friends, and underclassmen, cherish the little moments and keep being yourselves. Go Mustangs." Ladies and gentlemen, Dalen Soto Garcia. Our next band senior is Caitlin Hinson, daughter of Sandra Hinson. This is Caitlin's 6th year in band. After graduation, she plans to become a professional athlete and travel the world. Her message is, "Thank you to all the amazing people I've met these last 4 years. It's been an incredible journey, and I'm grateful for the love and support from the band, especially my closest friends. Whatever dream you have was planted for a reason. Chase it, conquer it, and live it." Ladies and gentlemen, senior Caitlin Hinson. Our next band senior is Daytona Page, daughter of Colleen Mercer, Kenny Butts, and Matt Martin, and sister of the late Emily Rose. This is Daytona's 6th year in band. After graduation, she plans to paint cars while pursuing art and music on the side. Her message is, "You guys have become my family in band. So many memories and laughs to remember. Keep calm and march on. Play loud. Go Stangs." Ladies and gentlemen, senior Daytona Page. Our final band senior is Dawn Rickett, daughter of Richard and Renee Rickett, a 4-year member of the marching band. Dawn plans to marry the love of her life, travel, and pursue a degree in architectural engineering. Her message is, "To my band family, I can't believe this is my last season. We've shared hot summer practices, detailed drills, and countless laughs. I'll miss the stadium lights, the adrenaline of halftime, and the sound of us playing as one. Thank you for being such an amazing team. Praise the Lord for the days, second chances, and memories we've shared. May tonight be one we talk about for years to come." Ladies and gentlemen, senior Dawn Rickett. And now our first football senior is manager Alexia Ramirez, daughter of BJ and Corinne Ramirez. A 4-year manager for the football team, Alexia plans to enlist in the Navy after high school. Her message to the team is, "I've loved being your manager these past 4 years, and I'm so proud of how much you've grown. It's been amazing watching you improve and sharing this journey with you. Thank you to the other managers I love and will miss you all. You've made this experience unforgettable." Ladies and gentlemen, senior manager Alexia Ramirez. We want to give our senior football players a chance to take their places.
I forgot Ryder, his dad has to go too.
And now let's honor our senior football players. Our first senior football player is Breck Rubeck, son of Tanya Canfield and Kyle Rubeck. Breck has played football for 10 years. His future plans include playing college football and majoring in sports medicine or pre-physical therapy. His message to the team is, "Playing with you guys has been my favorite memory for the past 10 years. Let's finish it right. Love you guys." Ladies and gentlemen, senior Breck Rubeck. Our next senior is Maddox Fagan, son of Lindsay and Josh Fagan. Maddox has played football for 10 years and his future plans include playing college football. His message to the team is, I love you all. It has been an absolute honor playing with you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddox Fagan. Our next senior is Wyatt Gordon. Wyatt is the son of Will and Gwen Gordon. Wyatt has played football for 10 years and his future plans include going to college. His message to the team is, it's been awesome getting to play with you guys all these years. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Wyatt Gordon. Our next senior is Ryder Martin. Ryder is the son of Blake and Jessica Martin. Ryder has played football for 10 years and his future plans include going to college to play football while pursuing a degree in the medical field. His message to the team is, seniors, we have played together since we were in preschool. I loved every minute of being on that field with you. Let's go tonight. Play hard. We're not done yet. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Ryder Martin. Our next football and band senior is Maxim Spurgeon, son of Lucas Spurgeon and Christina Lemasters. Maxim has played football for 10 years and plans to continue at the college level. His message to his teammates is, I've enjoyed playing with all of you the past 9 years. Best of luck next year. Go get those pancakes. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Maxim Spurgeon. Our next senior is Miguel Mora, son of Miguel Mora and Maria Carbajal. This is Miguel's first year playing football. His future plans include going to work with his dad. His message to the team is, thank you for making my first year of football fun. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Miguel Mora. Our next senior is Connor Land, son of Nick and Tiffany Land. Connor has played football for 7 years and plans to play college baseball while earning his degree. His message to his teammates is, I never thought I'd step on a football field again, but after 3 years of my friends convincing me, I gave it a shot and I'm glad I did. This ended up being my favorite season of any sport I've played. I only wish I hadn't waited so long. Thanks for the memories I'll never forget. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Connor Land. Our next senior is J.P. Clarkson. J.P. in the house. J.P. is the son of Jennifer and Tim Neal and Tommy and Beth Clarkson. J.P. has played football for 10 years. His future plans include playing college football and getting a degree. His message to his teammates is, I can't put into words how much you all mean to me. You've pushed me to be my best, and I couldn't ask for a better group to spend these last 10 years with. Love you guys. Let's get after it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, senior J.P. Clarkson. Our final football senior is Brody Wrestler, son of Chris and Ruth Wrestler. Brody has played football for 9 years and plans to play in college while pursuing a degree in architectural engineering. His message to his teammates is, I've played with you guys my whole life, and I'm proud to stand and fight beside you. Go Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Brody Wrestler. Next up, we'll honor girls golf. Our first girls golf senior is Reagan Allgood, daughter of Dewey and Melanie Allgood. Reagan is a 4-year member of the team. Reagan plans to attend Crowder College to study vet tech. Her message is, I've loved playing with you all and making so many memories. I wish each of you the best. Remember, you're doing great. Thank you, Coach, for always being the laughter we need. Wouldn't want anyone else to coach us. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being my biggest supporters. Love each of you so much. Go Lady Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Reagan Allgood. Our next girls golf senior is Sammy Dowd, daughter of Jay and Melissa Dowd. Sammy has played golf for 3 years. Her future plans include running track at Missouri State. Her message to her teammates is, I'm so proud and grateful to be part of this team. I can't wait to see what you all do next year. I love you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Sammy Dowd. Our next girls golf senior is Jalen Stipp, daughter of Jennifer and Joey Stipp. A 2-year member of the golf team, her future plans include attending MSSU to pursue a degree in ultrasound therapy and a career in healthcare. Her message to her team is, thank you for making every practice match and memory so special. We've shared so many laughs, hard work, and unforgettable moments. Tatum, I'm so grateful to have experienced this with you. Coach, thank you for your support and encouragement. You've made golf better than I ever imagined. And to my parents, Thank you for always being my biggest cheerleaders. I love you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Jalen Stipp. Our final golf senior is Tatum Trudeau, daughter of Cody and Crystal Keene and Travis and Dion Trudeau. Tatum has played golf for 2 years and plans to pursue a doctorate in the medical field. Her message is this: these past 2 years with you girls have been incredible. We've become more than teammates. We're family. I'll never forget the van rides, laughs, and becoming conference champs together. Brooklyn, Cammie, Addie, and Alexis, thank you for all the memories. Reagan, Sammy, and Jay, sharing this senior night with you is so special. Jalen, I'm so glad we tried something new last year. I couldn't have done it without my best friend by my side. Coach, thank you for taking care of us and treating me like your own. And thank you to Dewey, Stacy, Nate, and my parents, sisters, and everyone who supported me and our team. I love all of you. Thanks for an amazing senior year. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Tatum Trudeau. Now we'll move on to cross country. Our first cross country senior is Kyler Goert, son of Sammy and Alex Goert. Kyler has run cross country for 5 years. His future plans include working in the HVAC industry. His message to his teammates is, think about your future. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Kyler Goert. Our next senior is Elliot Palmer, son of Miriam Palmer and Alan Hakes. A 6-year cross-country runner, Elliot plans to attend the U.S. Naval Academy and serve in the Navy. His message is, to my teammates, enjoy every moment of your running journey and don't quit. You only get to do high school once. Some of my best memories are our post-meets and bus rides. Mustangs on 3. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Elliot Palmer. Our next senior is Mason Burton, son of Thomas and Lucretia Burton. A 5-year cross-country runner, Mason is undecided on his future plans. His message to his teammates is, the hardest step in your goal is the first step you take on that road. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Mason Burton. Our next senior is AJ Mead, son of Buddy and Shauna Mead. This is AJ's first year running cross country. His future plans include pursuing a career in welding. His message to his teammates is, cross country taught me that the hardest runs bring the best rewards and the best teammates. You've all made this journey unforgettable. Keep running your hearts out and chasing every finish line like it's your first. I'll always be cheering you on. Go Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, senior AJ Mead. Our next senior is Carter McGarity, son of Harley McGarity. A 3-year cross-country runner, his future plans include majoring in marketing and furthering his cross-country and track career. His message to his teammates is, thank you for the support these last 3 years. I've enjoyed this season and will miss running with everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Carter McGarity. Our next senior is Ethan Jones, son of Robert and Lindsay Jones, and Amanda and Kyle Boswell. This is Ethan's first year running cross country. His future plans include joining the Army and studying. His message to the team is, keep on running. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Ethan Jones. Our next senior is Carson Askins, son of Dustin and Leslie Askins. Carson is also a first-year member of the cross-country team. Carson plans to join the Army after high school. His message to the team is, don't stop running. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Carson Askins. Our next senior is Kate Cheney, daughter of Chris and Malaya Cheney, a 5-year cross-country runner. Katie's future plans include going to college. Her message to the team is, this is such a fun team to be part of. Thank you guys for the support and memories. I hope you all do great things in the future. Love you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Kate Cheney. Our final cross-country senior is Harley Collins, daughter of Shane and Tricia Collins. A first-year member of the cross-country team, Harley's future plans include attending Missouri State University and studying kinesiology. Her message to the team is, thank you for being such an awesome, welcoming, and supportive team. Although practices and races are tough, you guys keep me going. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Harley Collins. And that concludes the first portion of tonight's senior ceremony. Stick around for the halftime when we honor the JROTC seniors So one more time, let's give one more round of applause for all these outstanding seniors and their families.
And we here at KNEL Radio, Thomas, Eric, and myself want to thank all the seniors for all the hard work they've put in to represent McDonald County and McDonald County High School. I'd like to thank all the parents for their sacrifices. I'd like to thank all the coaches for everything that they do. And now we're going to go to the pregame coaches show, and then we'll be back to bring you the football game. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Turn left at the next intersection.
GPS is a great resource that can help you get to where you want to go. But some directions, you still have to choose for yourself. And depending on the path you choose, the outcome can be very different.
Jesus said there are two roads of life, the broad road that leads to destruction and hell. And on that road, you'll have a good time, everything you want. But there's a narrow road that leads to heaven. And Jesus said, come to me and go down that narrow road. I'll be with you all the way.
But there is a condition.
You have to give up your sins. You have to confess that you have sinned against God and say, Lord, I have sinned, and I'm sorry for my sin.
Would you like to know more? Check out our website, findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
It's time for the Kellen Hoover Coaches Show.
Welcome to the Coach Kellen Hoover Show. I'm John Ball. Coach, thanks so much for being with us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it was quite a deal over in Aurora last Friday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, it was a tough game, and it was one of those where we're tied at halftime, you know, having trouble getting some things going offensively, and defense playing really well, had some big-time stops in the red zone, and came away with a pick six. Ryder had a pick six for us, and so it was one that we were glad to come away with a win, glad to get out of there with one. And, yeah, defense played really, really well, had a block punt, and, yeah, we were able to come away 1-0.
Yeah, you know, maybe the offense wasn't going just exactly. They weren't hitting on all cylinders. But what's it tell you about a ball club that's not hitting on all cylinders and you still find a way to win?
Yeah, I mean, you hear coaches all the time talk about those ones that they've got to learn to go win the ugly ones. And it wasn't a real clean game on Friday. It was one that was a little bit clunky, especially for us offensively. But, you know, we were able to kind of keep fighting through it, kind of stay together through it, and, you know, we were able to walk off the field with a win and, you know, had some really good individual plays here and there. Even offensively, we did have some good things go our way, but it's just one of those where it's really hard to win in our conference on the road, and Friday was no different. You know, they were ready to go, and it's just hard to win on the road in the Big 8, and we were able to come away with one. Whether it's pretty, ugly, doesn't matter. We were 1-0 walking off the field.
Absolutely. But you got to feel pretty good about the freshman, Jake O'Brien, coming in and blocking the punt, don't you?
Yeah, Jake came in, had a great block there. He almost scored with it. If he keeps his feet, he scores a touchdown there. But yeah, you know, he was injured for a lot of the early part of the season, and he's just getting better and better every week. We're asking a little bit more out of him all the time. Whether it's a team that throws it a lot like Aurora, Monette, he did some good things there. But, you know, this week we're going to see a team that can throw it but really likes to run it. But, you know, Jake's going to have a big part in what we do defensively there. And so I know it's a lot to ask out of a freshman, but he can definitely handle it. We're proud of him, and he just continues to get better.
Well, tell me a little bit about the jet sweep that was handled and turned around to Wrestler, and he went to 19 yards for the first down.
Yeah, you know, it was a really good call from the booth from Coach Kane, and he was like, "Hey, I think this could be one that gets them, especially on a fourth down." You know, we'd run a few kind of jet looks, whether with Wyatt or Brody, and so we kind of gave him the same look with Wyatt running a quick motion with a jet sweep, and you know, we've been working on that, ready to kind of use it whenever we needed to. And, you know, it was 4th and 4 from about the 25, I think it's from 23 actually, and we were able to get it handled in the backfield, just like we kind of worked on for a while, and they were able to handle it back there, and the ball got to Brody, and we had 3 lead blockers out in front of him, and they did a really good job. Brody stayed in bounds, kind of walked the tightrope a little bit, and accelerated to the end zone. So It was a fun play. It worked kind of like we drawn it up. And it's always kind of nice when a quote-unquote trick play, I guess, it's the reverse. It's always fun when those kind of work out.
Well, I tell you, that is very, very similar. That jet sweep is similar to a screen pass, except it's a whole lot faster. And like you said, the blockers got out real early, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. The thing about it is on that, different than a screen pass, I guess, we've got more skill guys, perimeter guys that are used to perimeter blocking out in front, because all of our linemen faked the true jet sweep going the other way. And so we were able to get 3 skill guys kind of out in front blocking there, and they did a really good job blocking on the perimeter. And we're trying to get those guys out in front blocking on the perimeter, and they were able to do it.
Ryder Martin came up with a touchdown early in the ball game, and then of course he had the pick 6. What else can you ask out of that guy?
Not a whole lot. He does a lot for us. And in addition to all of that, in addition to running the football, throwing the football, intercepting the football, he was able to get a really big-time punt late in the game that flipped the field when we really needed it most. And so, a guy that does everything for us, that's definitely Ryder.
Well, if you look at the offense, and we talked about that for just a minute or two, but really, you've lost your center and you lost your backfield man that you were coming into the season with. I mean, and you're still doing what needs to be done, and the good teams find a way to win when they have to.
Yeah, and it definitely hasn't been without adversity. Like you said, we lost Max. We're hoping to get him back in the next couple weeks, but that's just been something that we've had to kind of try out some different guys, and Chester did a really good job on Friday. Really, one snap that we weren't able to handle, but outside of that, did a really good job, really for his first week ever playing center, and did a really good job with that. And our backs, we've kind of relied on Connor a little bit, but even he was really under the weather a week ago and missed a few days of practice because of it. And, Stephen Benamea, who's gotten some reps here and there, but hasn't been really featured in the backfield for us, and came in and got some really hard yards on Friday. He's a big guy, plays defensive end for us, just a sophomore, but he was running the ball really well, falling forward on all of his runs, and did a really good job when his number was called on Friday. And, we've just had a lot of guys that have had to do that. We've already mentioned Jake as a freshman stepping in defensively. And so we've had a lot of guys that, whether it's due to injury or whether it's due to just needing a guy to step up, they've done a really good job and kind of met that adversity as a group and as individuals. And, that's just been really good to see. And it's just they're going to continue to get more comfortable in the roles that we're asking.
Well, without exposing anything about your game plan, I know we're at Seneca right now. That's who you've got. There's probably an opportunity for another one or two of those trick plays and try to get them to misstep in there.
Yeah, and those are some of the things that we try to look at. What have other teams had success with, and where do we see maybe some potential places we can take advantage of some scheme. And, those are things we try to look at the weekend prior to, and then make sure we work on throughout the week, to where if we get a certain look and we feel like we can do it, then we're definitely going to pull the trigger. And, hopefully tonight we see some of those moments where we feel like, oh, we've worked on this, and this is the look that we want to get to this. And so, just like any week, if some opportunities arise, we hope we can take advantage of them.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for spending a little time with us. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
You've been listening to the Kellen Hoover Coaches. We'll be back with Mustang football after this on the McDonald County and KNEO Sports Network.
There's a heart beating inside of every one of us, and taking care of your heart is critical to a long and healthy life. So, do you eat heart-healthy foods? Get enough exercise? Those are good questions to ask yourself. But here's another one you may not have thought to ask.
Is your heart right with God?
Billy Graham says, as important as it is to keep your heart physically healthy, it's even more important that your heart is spiritually healthy. How do you do that?
If you will come to Christ and surrender your will and your heart to Him, God says, I'll take out the old heart, I'll put in a new one. Are you willing tonight to get a new heart, to lead a new life, to go to heaven?
Discover how God can change your life when you surrender your heart to Jesus Christ. Call our 24-hour prayer line at 855-255-7729. That's 855-255-PRAY. 855-255-7729. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Welcome back, Mustang fans. We're about 14 minutes and 30 seconds from kickoff. As we brought you senior night, as Eric mentioned, a lot of seniors, and that's a great thing to have kids involved in everything, guys.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
That's why we're here.
You saw exactly, Thomas DeVecchio. It's why we're here. Saw 4 of our golf players at one conference. Kami Worsham, who's a sophomore, was the other one. And I'll just tell you, Eric, I knew old Dewey Allgood could throw a pretty good rope, but I had no idea he could hit a golf club. His daughter was out there, and she finished second or third, and she's going to state along with Samantha Dowd. And Samantha Dowd will now be a state qualifier in 2 sports because she's also quite the trackster.
She is.
As we talked about, Mustang fans, Seneca will come in here 6-0, ranked number 1 in Class 3. The last 2 years they've been runners-up in Class 3. A couple of the key players to watch for them, number 9, Brody Probert, He's their quarterback. He has over 1,000 yards rushing. And number 7, Roman Miller, who's also a running back and a linebacker. He has over 1,000 yards rushing. So, and their best lineman is a Jace Renfro, number 54. So, as we talked about a little bit earlier, the Mustangs, if they can throw the ball, will have a chance. Seneca's had a little trouble with that. But, guys, we'll be test our young offensive line still missing Maxis Elam at center will be tested tonight because I'm sure Seneca will want to try to bring a lot of pressure on Ryder.
Yeah, and also our secondary will probably be tested a lot. We got a couple of youngsters out there, which, you know, when you got a senior out there, and their quarterback's a senior, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got a senior quarterback out there, he knows where those mismatches are, and so he'll probably try to take advantage of some of those receivers being covered, you know, by some of the younger guys.
Well, Eric, if we can force them to throw the ball, that'll be great because they've got rushing is what they do. It's what Seneca's always did. 6 games in, they've got a 1,000-yard rusher at quarterback and a 1,000-yard rusher at running back. So if we can force them into throwing the ball, I'll take our chances back in that secondary. But the one thing we'll have to do better tonight than we've done all year long
is
tackle. Yeah. And those are, you know, that running back's 220, that quarterback's 190. They're not little guys running around out there.
Nope. So you're going to have to hit them and wrap up. You can't just dive at their feet and hope to bring them down that way.
Well, you're going to have to grab hold on him and hold him and rally the troops.
Yep.
You know, you're going to have guys flying to the football, making the tackles just as soon as they can get there. Next week's a busy week, Mustang fans. We will bring you soccer on Tuesday night from here at home, our home soccer game. And then Thursday we will be in Carl Junction to bring you the district. No, that's right. Wednesday we'll be in Carl Junction to bring you the first district softball game. Now, you'll have to go to the website and stuff because this is Misha rules. It's not Eric, I, and Thomas. But you'll have to pay, I think it's probably $10 to watch the game. That's a Misha rule there. Should the girls win the semifinal is on Friday. We will not be able to bring that to you. The station has some commitments otherwhere. And Saturday, though, we will take the long trek to Kansas City, and we'll try to come on the air about 12:30, 12:25, and the Mustangs will play Kansas City Center up there at 1 o'clock. So if you're not going to make that long trip to Kansas City and looking for something to do next Saturday afternoon, pull us up and watch us a little bit.
But if the Mustangs softball team does get past that Saturday or Friday night game, we will bring you the championship game Monday.
Championship game will be Monday. We really encourage you to go out and watch it's at Carl Junction.
Yep.
And we really encourage you to go watch the ball game in person and cheer the Mustangs on. But if you can't do that, we'll bring you at least one of the games and hopefully 2 of the games. Also like to mention that the McDonald County Athletic Hall of Fame second class will be coming in tomorrow night. If you can't make it out to it, it's a banquet. And it's a nice spread. And the Mrs. Strader's cooking class does a great job. But if you can't make it about 6:30, we'll bring it to you live on the air. Eric's going to be there to broadcast it. So you can do that. And I don't know, Thomas, is the horse over there? Yeah, it is. I can see it there.
Yeah.
If you look over there, the ROTC has gotten a horse.
Where are they at?
It's right there.
There it
You got
is.
it. You got
It's
it
right in
about
front of
pretty
me.
good.
Yep, you got it right there by the flag.
Yep, right there by the flag that the players will run over. We've got to love our ROTC. Eric Corcoran, John Wales do a magnificent job with those young men and women, and we thank them for all the commitment that they make, not only to our school, but what they'll make to our country.
You know, that's one thing I'm surprised we don't have is an actual, like a Mustang for, like an actual Mustang for a mascot.
Yeah, you know, I don't think we ever had one.
No?
I don't know if it's, I know we didn't have any when I was coaching or when I was coming through here.
My son was trying
I don't know if
to,
it's just because safety reasons or what.
Yeah. But, I mean, that would maybe make a cool project for the ag department to...
My son was going to try to get him to do that this year. He's like, I want to be the mascot.
Oh, well, I was the mascot a few times, but I'm talking about an actual, like, real-life horse Mustang.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a mascot outfit.
Yeah, everybody wants to be the Mustang mascot. Good luck, Coach. Until
you're in the costume.
Yeah, until you're the guy with the pooper scooper behind him.
Ain't that the truth?
8:17 to go here before kickoff. Like we said, big night here in the county. Mustangs come in 4-2, 21-14 winners over Seneca.
And now, get on your feet and make some noise.
And here comes the Mustangs.
Your mighty, mighty Mac County Mustangs as they enter the Stampede Zone. Oh, yeah, rumbling herd.
There is one change tonight, Mustang fans, and we'll have to keep it in our mind too. Quarterback Ryder Martin will be wearing number 36 instead of his usual 12. His mom said something about the jersey had gotten torn, and she tried to get it back together, but they were afraid it wasn't quite good enough, so he'll be in 36.
Who is that?
Ryder Martin.
Ryder.
36, that was your ACT score, wasn't it, Eric?
No. 35, actually.
Oh, wow. You beat me by a point, Eric.
Oh, no, wait, no, that was my ASVAB score.
Well, mine was several points lower.
Mine was high enough to get into college.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember ever doing ACTs.
We're going to stay here. We'd like to thank our sponsors, of course. I'd like to thank our two new sponsors, Access Family Care and Armani Roofing and Construction. Along with our sponsors. Guys, we can't do this without sponsors. You know, really try to visit those people, thank them, because without them, we're not here. Cornerstone Bank, banking in McDonald County for over 100 years. The Big Nickel. Fourth State Printing, Tammy Clark. See Tammy for all your Mustang apparel needs. Guys, Christmas is coming up quicker than you think. She's got everything Mustang that you need. Chris Smith, American Family Agency. Chris is the sponsor to our Secrets to Success. Sponsored by Chris Smith of American Family Insurance Agent in Anderson, Missouri. To contact Chris and his team, their phone number is 417-845-7060. We're at ChristmasAgency.com. And Eric, my secret to success tonight, we just need to compete.
Yeah.
We need to go out. This is a very good team. We need to play hard, do the things that we can do well, do the things that that we have to, and compete. And I think you and I both touched on it, too, when we were talking about in the pregame. Have to tackle and have to rally to tackle tonight.
Yeah, you know, and that's the one thing we've kind of struggled with in these past couple games is those tackling. So, you know, hopefully that's something that they've kind of worked out of their system for tonight because they're going to need to tackle. My secret to success tonight is just make the play. You don't have to make a great play. Just make the play.
Number 8, Brody Wrestler.
We can't
Defensive end, number
we can't
9,
turn the ball over like we did last week.
Yep.
But,
And we have to capitalize on turnovers if we get them ourselves. We had quite a bit of takeaways last week from Aurora, but we just really didn't capitalize, I think, but on one of them, which that one ended up being what helped us get the win there. But, yeah, like we had the ball to start the game on a turnover that we got on the 20-yard line that we didn't get in the end zone. So just got to make those plays.
But it was a great job of overcoming adversity last week.
Yeah.
Staying tight, staying focused. Great play call on 4th down and 19, that double reverse that Brody took to the house. Great job by Ryder on his interception he took to the house. We didn't mention it in the postgame when we should have, but how about freshman Jake O'Brien blocking a punt?
Yeah.
Taking it down to the 4-yard line.
I would have liked to have seen him get it in, but in high school,
I think you and Coach Hubert's both, Eric.
I think in high school, the only thing in high school is once you go down, you don't have to be touched, and he just couldn't keep his feet up from tracing it down.
Captains Brody Rustler, Maddox Fegan, as we said, number 36 tonight, Ryder Martin, and number 33, JP Clarkson. Excuse me, Big JP.
I should have realized this, and I didn't realize it, but Anna was his sister,
yeah.
And I should have made the connection together, but for whatever reason I didn't.
Oh, she was a good basketball player.
She was.
Good three-point shooter. She played on that 20-win team that won conference several years ago, I believe.
Number 7, Roman Miller. Number 9, Brody Probert. Number 23, Hunter Haynes. Number 54, Jace Renfro.
It's interesting that Seneca has a TV display over there.
Captains are number 2, Maddox Fagan. Number 8, Brody Wrestler.
Well, their quarterback's a big kid. He's bigger than JP.
Number 36, Ryder Martin. And number 33, J.P. Clarkson.
You know who feels out of place down there, though? The umpire or the referee. He's so much smaller than everybody else out there.
Mustangs come into this ball game 4-2 in conference. Seneca is 5-0 and on top of the conference. Nevada is 5-1. Monette is 4-2. I believe Cassville is 2-3. I believe Aurora is 1-4. And Mount Vernon, I believe, is 2-3. And East Newton is 0-5, excuse me, in the conference.
Mustangs win the toss. They defer.
Mustangs win and defer.
So the Seneca Indians will receive.
So the Indians will get the ball first. Dana Keaton Shelter Insurance, a great Mustang sponsor. New Mack Electric. A couple of weekends they'll be having their big shindig up at Neosho. KSN, KOD TV, Pro Lube Maintenance Center, great place to get an oil change. Christian Health Ministries, First Community Bank, Missouri Southern State University, Patterson Heights Baptist Church, Specialty Risk Insurance, Mack County Heating and Cooling, B&M and Yokomana Tire, that's Billy Martin, Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, McDonald County Chamber of Commerce, Banner Church of the Nazarene, Crider College, and McDonald County Telephone Internet, a great sponsor of the Mustangs.
It's locked. Our door's locked? Oh, well. They probably won't hear you. They got headsets on, too.
Looks like Big Steve will kick off for the Mustangs. Back for Seneca is Blaze Graham. And Eric, can you see the number on the far side?
22, maybe?
That would be Trace Wagner. Big Steve getting ready to kick off. It's a chopper along the way, takes a big bounce.
A little squib kick to start off the game.
Ball down at about the 38-yard line.
Got tackled by the Turf Monster.
Tackled by the Turf Monster.
the 40-yard line.
That was number 11, Easton Haynes.
Correction, looks to be about the 37.
J.W. Riley out. Jake O'Brien out. Seneca will come out, 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Looks like the Mustangs may be going man to put some extra guys in the box. They are as he goes across. Handoff up the middle. Big run out for a first down. That's Profit. Brings the ball down to about the 50.
That's number 9, Brody Probert with a carry. He'll pick up a first down for the Indians.
Tackled out there by Ryder Martin.
Tackle on the play for the Mustangs. Number 36, Ryder Martin. Number 8, Brody Wrestler.
Brody also in on it. Two to the top, 1 to the bottom. Roman Miller in the backfield. Little swing pass out there. Played well by the Mustangs.
Good tackle out there by Breck.
Breck Rubik. Nice play. Gain of about 4.
Tackle on the play for the Mustangs. Number 1, Breck Rubik.
Two to the bottom, 1 to the top. In the shotgun. Seneca changing the play. Just an old-fashioned quarterback run by Profert. He's a load to bring down, Mustang fans.
For Brody Probert, he'll run around the left side to get close to that first down marker.
Right down over there, looks like Maddox.
Oh, wow. That's a very generous spot. I thought he was short.
First down. I think he leaned with that big old frame and got it, Eric. First down on the Mustang 40. 10:43 left here to go in the first quarter.
It's hard to see really where they go out of bounds at on that far side.
2 in the backfield now. Handoff up the middle. That's Miller. He's got speed. Riders got him. They'll bring him down about the 9.
Handoff to number 7 who gashes the middle. It's Roman Miller. He picks up the first down and more.
Guys, that Mustang fans, that's just an offset look, but all that is the old Tom Hodge power eye play. Same thing, offset fullback. Handoff, picking his way. Miller again. Mustangs stop him at about the 5.
Ball carrier Roman Miller for a short gain.
Jake O'Brien in on the tackle. Wyatt Gordon in there. Second down and goal from the 6. Seneca with those tight line splits. Profit trying to go to the outside. He'll get in, he'll score. Touchdown.
Keeper, he's going to barrel his way into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Indians.
And the Seneca Indians are as good as advertised.
Brody Probert with a touchdown.
They'll kick the extra point here. Number 5, Brent Laughlin, Jr.
25.
He'll hold. We'll see if we can get the number off the kicker. My fault.
25.
25. Marcus Gassaway.
Magnus.
It's good.
And
with 9:37 left to go, Seneca leads 7-0. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area school systems and the future of our communities.
Turn left at the next intersection.
GPS. It is a great resource that can help you get to where you want to go. But some directions...
A little bit of
not bad.
We apologize. We've been running the coaches show, Eric says.
Well, I don't know if it kept on playing or if it just now started again, but I stopped it. My
Brody
apologies.
Rustler back. The Mustangs kind of put a little different kickoff receiving formation.
Yeah.
Breck back there, but he's just up a little bit. Kick toward the sidelines. Ball's received at the 20. Good run there.
J.W. Riley.
J.W. Riley out to about the 38.
The return, a nice return for J-Dub. Mustangs will have the ball at the 37-yard line.
Mustangs will come out. Hayden Ashburn on the offensive line along with Jake Townsend, Maddox Spurgeon. Mustangs hand the ball off. Gain up to maybe again. Brody with the ball. No gain on that play. J.B. Clarkson out at tight end. Mustangs with 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Ryder Martin looks to run. He'll have a little bit of running room. He'll have a lot of running room. Ryder breaks to the outside. Good job by Ryder Martin.
Ryder Martin using his legs, getting upfield, moving the chains. That's a Mustang first down.
Ryder brings the ball all the way into Seneca territory at the 35-yard line.
Great vision there by Wyatt. Or not Wyatt, Ryder.
Seneca did not stay in their rush lanes, and Ryder took advantage of it.
Had one guy to beat, but he had a good angle to force Ryder to the
Now Mustangs on just the
outside.
quarterback sweep. Ryder reads it, cuts to the back, cuts to the inside. Ryder's down to about the 25. We'll spot him at the 24, and that's a Mustang first down. Seneca usually likes to play zone. Pass outside, caught by Brody.
Pass complete.
Down to about the 15.
Brody Wrestler, he'll pick up a couple for the Mustangs.
Brings up a second down and about 2. Big Steve coming in at running back. Connor Land going out. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Steve in the backfield with Ryder Martin, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Big Steve with the handoff. He breaks through into the secondary. Moving them big, strong legs into about the 6-yard line. First down and goal for the Mustangs.
Keeps the legs churning. He'll pick up a Mustang. First down.
Good job in there, that interior line of the Mustangs. Washam, Ashburn.
Back was number 10, Stephen Benumea.
Maxis Spurgeon, all doing a job in there. Jake Townsend. Handoff again. Big Chief stays on his feet. Does a good job getting back to the line and maybe gaining a yard. Hard to run lateral against these Seneca Indians. They're awfully fast.
Yeah. Was Max Spurgeon our original snapper?
No.
Or center?
No, it was Max Elam is out.
Max Elam,
Max
okay.
Elam's down, he's out.
I couldn't remember which one it was because their name's pretty similar.
Mustangs in their bunch formation. One out to the top, another one out to the bottom. Ryder going to carry it himself. Ryder looking for the end zone. Ryder's going to score. And I'll tell you what, Eric, that's a great job by Ryder Martin. Well, that's a fantastic job by Breck out there blocking on that edge.
Yeah.
He sealed it, and that got Ryder into the end zone.
Yeah, that's something we've kind of hit on a little bit this year is how fast or much faster Ryder has gotten over the year. And I don't know that there's very many people that are going to catch him from behind or even outrun him to the side like that.
Mustangs answer with a touchdown. Moore out for the extra point. It's up. It's blocked. And this is not the NFL. You can't return that. But the Mustangs come back, and with 6:35 left to go, it's McDonald County 6, Seneca 7. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
We're back? Yeah. Give me a countdown, Eric.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot, and then I pointed at you, but you weren't looking at me. My
Big
bad.
Steve to kick off. Squibber along the ground, picked up near sideline. He breaks free. Breck has him. Moore finishes him off. Somehow he got out of that entanglement of the Mustangs and broke out.
Steven finished him off.
Steven finished.
Yeah.
That's right. Steven's out there kicking off. Steven's finished him off. Good job by Breck to stay in his lane outside contain.
Big return for the Indians.
But they return it all the way to the McDonald County 40.
That's one thing the Mustangs kind of had a little bit of trouble with over the past couple of games is that kickoff return.
Trips here to the bottom of your screen. One running back. Quarterback fakes the pitch.
Good tackle there.
Takes it over there.
13. No,
J.P. Clarkson with a nice tackle. Gain of about 3.
That was Brody Probert with the carry. Tackle on the play for the Mustangs, number 33, J.P. Clarkson.
Seneca comes out, one to the top. Offset eye in the backfield. Motion. Quarterback fakes it, tries to get to the outside. Mustangs do a pretty good job of staying home. Probert's just hard to bring down. He'll get it down to about the 36-yard line.
On the play for the Mustangs, Max Spurgeon.
Big Max Spurgeon staying home and taking care of him. 3rd down and 6 for Seneca. Two to the bottom, one to the top. Single running back there with the quarterback. He'll hand off. Roman Miller does a good job, but the Mustangs will stop him a little short.
For a short gain, Roman Miller, the ball carrier.
Spurgeon in on another tackle along with Jake O'Brien. 4th down and about 2, and a very big play early in the ball game. Defensive line will have to be on edge for a hard count. One single running back, 2 top, 2 to the bottom. Profit's just going to try to go around edge, and he will. He'll get it by about a yard.
Quarterback number 9, Brody Probert, tries to get around the edge.
Good tackle out there by Wyatt Gordon.
He gets just enough for an Indian first down.
Spurgeon comes out, Ashball comes in for the Mustangs. They like to run over to that left side, Eric.
They do.
2 to the bottom, 1 to the top.
Kind of tells me that's probably their stronger side of the line.
Quarterback looking to throw.
Oh,
plays blown dead.
Why did we stop it so late for? Okay, false start.
False start.
Penalty on the play. It's a false start. Goes against the Indians. It'll back
That was a late.
Brody back there in coverage.
That was a late flag.
May have had trouble getting it out, Eric.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, these guys passing in front of us did everything for the pink thing, didn't they?
These
They
guys down
painted
here.
their body pink.
Oh,
yeah, they went all out, didn't they?
1st and 5. Next year, Eric, that's you and me, buddy.
I don't think they want to see me like that.
Two runners in the backfield. Quarterback, little option game out here.
Oh, how about a hold? Yep.
Pitch out to number 23.
Brody knocks him out.
And a flurry of flags go flying.
It's going to go back.
And Riders there.
Another 10 yards, though. So, be first
holding
and
against
20,
Seneca.
Holding the call
first
goes
and
against
25.
It'll negate the run by Haynes. Hey fans, this is a great time.
Mustangs did a good job defending that.
Raffle or split the pot.
Yeah, because, I mean, if that was maybe second or third down, you might think about declining that because they only picked up about 3 yards.
Appreciate all the donations that you give, and good luck.
But
Moves
it's
the ball back about 1st and 25.
Yeah.
Long
2
ways.
to the top, still a single setback.
It is a long ways, but it's not
Quarterback
too.
going to roll back. There's a little bubble screen. To Miller. Tackled there.
Yep,
Brody
I
Rushler on the tackle.
was gonna say
Second down and about 8.
it's a long way, but
Nice chunk of yardage afterwards.
They're a chunk offense.
yeah, I'd say Seneca is a pretty good offense out there. That'll take them about 2 plays if we don't get a little pressure on
2 to
them.
the bottom, 1 to the top. Motion. Provost looks, tries to pick a hole up the middle. Mustangs will tackle him after a gain of about 4.
Brody Probert, the quarterback, with the carry.
Vince James in on that tackle.
Tackle on the
Along
play
with
for the
Hayden
Mustangs,
Ashburn.
Number 26, Vince James. Number 33, J.P. Clarkson.
3rd down. About 3.
But we know with Seneca,
3rd and 4.
pretty much anywhere is 4th down territory for them. So we just need to get a negative play or a very minimal gain.
Seneca comes out to the top, offset eye. Motion. Delayed handoff to Miller. He'll probably have the 1st down. Maybe a little short.
Number 7, the ball carrier, Roman Miller.
Spurgeon coming back in. Going to give them the 1st down.
The 1st down for the Indians.
1st down on the Mustang 19-yard line. 2:04 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Mustangs trail 7-6. Mustang defense digs in here. Quarterback going around the route, cuts inside.
Quarterback
Down to about the 15.
Pick up a couple of yards. Brody
Now,
Probert.
Kim, with their practically running to the left side just about every time, is that something you may throw an extra guy over there at some point, just either force them out of it or?
You would probably just try to stun a guy that way, because if they see you put a guy there, they're going to have a play to react to that too. But you're right. Right now, as every team that's faced them is having a tough time with the quarterback. Running back up the middle. He'll get down inside the goal line. Jake O'Brien over there on a tackle.
That's number 7, Roman Miller, the ball carrier.
Give him another
1st and
down.
goal for Seneca. One thing, though, Eric, the more times you make them run plays, even if they're gaining some yards, instead of getting that big explosive 50 or 60-yarder, it's another chance they may make a mistake.
Yeah. First and goal from the 6.
Offset eye again from the 6. Quarterback keeps. He'll get in for the touchdown.
And that's a touchdown for the quarterback, number 9, Brody Probert.
Brody Probert with another touchdown. 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. We'll have to see if that Mustang offense can answer like they did the first time.
Not sure why the
extra point attempt is up.
The kicker keeps bringing
It's
that
good.
And the after attempt is up and good. There's number 25, Magnus Gasaway.
With 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Seneca leads 14-6. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Matco Heating and Cooling in Anderson believes in providing quality work with integrity at a fair price. They offer a variety of heating and cooling services, including a preventative maintenance plan starting at $15 a month with full system checkups, discounts on repairs, and a 24-hour response time for service calls. Information at www.mac-cohvac.com or 417-845-3285. They love their community and consider their customers their neighbors. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
We're back, Mustang fans. As Thomas pointed out during the break, the crowds are loaded over there at Seneca, and they've got people all the way around. Mustangs have a great crowd here tonight. That's what Friday night football in small towns is all about.
Setting up for the kickoff.
Unless you're in CJ, then you schedule softball districts on a Friday. Wonder where Carl Junction plays football-wise that night.
Don't know.
Let's go look.
Brody back deep. Put a little effort, comes down like J-Dub has it again. Does a good job shimmying, cuts inside. Hold on to the ball. They're trying to strip it. Good job there by Riley.
J.W. Riley with the return. He stopped short of the 35.
It's about the 34-yard line. McDonald County Chamber of Commerce, proud sponsor of the Mustangs. They will have their banquet next Saturday up at McDonald County High School. Tickets are still available. Principal Angie Brewer is the Educator of the Year. My buddy Toby Hinson is the Small Business Owner of the Year. Hinson Electric. Mustangs come out, one to the top, one to the bottom, 2 in the backfield. Ryder hands it to Brody. Brody tries to slip inside. He'll slip one runner. Brody will get a good gain out to about the 33.
Carl Junction football plays at home against Bolivar.
That'll be some parking, won't it? Because didn't you say their softball field was close to their football field?
I think so.
We'll find out Wednesday. Second down and about 7 for the Mustangs. That's going to bring an end to the first quarter. We won't even run another play. And this is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Matco Heating and Cooling in Anderson believes in providing quality work with integrity at a fair price. They offer a variety of heating and cooling services, including a preventative maintenance plan starting at $15 a month with full system checkups, discounts on repairs, and a 24-hour response time for service calls. Information at www.mac-cohvac.com or 417-845-3285. They love their community and consider their customers their neighbors. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Welcome back. We'll start the second quarter with McDonald County second down and about 6. Ball on their own 38-yard line, trailing 14-6. Connor Land, Ryder Martin. Ryder's wearing 36 tonight, Mustang fans. Got Breck. And I believe Wyatt to the bottom, Brody up top. Ryder sees the ball. He'll go up the middle. Ryder gets stopped there for a little bit of a gain.
Number 36, Ryder Martin, the ball carrier.
Gain of about 1 for Ryder. Ball on the Mustang 39. Sanderson and Riley come in for the Mustangs. 3rd down and about 6, and a big down early for the Mustangs. Trips to the bottom, 2 to the top. Ryder Martin back. Looking. Throws the ball. Good catch there. Wyatt Gordon with a great catch.
Number 9, Wyatt Gordon.
Well, I'm glad Breck couldn't reach that. Yeah. Short intermediate routes there, Breck. Thought it was to him, but Ryder put it up a little higher for the first down yardage to Wyatt Gordon.
I thought it was Breck, Brody, and then Wyatt, and I thought Brody was the one that jumped. It could have been Breck.
First down for the Mustangs. Ryder Martin going to keep it himself. There's a little bit of a seam.
There's a flag. Probably going to say we weren't set or something.
Number 36, Ryder Martin, the ball carrier.
Been a pretty penalty-free game for both people. That's from the area of a hold, maybe.
He threw it right at this. Yeah, I say he threw it right at the snap.
Oh, they called that against Seneca. I think he may have just pointed the wrong way.
Yeah.
He did, because they're going to mark it off against us.
Yeah, I don't know how the defense can have an illegal shift.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if they were. I don't know what the.
If you get that call, you are really getting homered, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're on the defense. First down and 15 for the Mustangs. Ball back on our side of the 50. Trips to the bottom. Single receiver up top. Connor Land in the backfield with Ryder. Ryder over to Wyatt Gordon. You'll have it again. Gordon for a first down. Ball down to the 34-yard line.
A few extra yaks to go with it, and he'll pick up a Mustang first down.
Ball down to the Seneca 42-yard line. 10:37 left to go here in the second quarter.
Great job there by Wyatt just to get to that that hole in the coverage and just sit there and turn around and make the catch.
2 in the backfield with Ryder. Ryder keeps it. Good job there. Ryder up the middle.
Barreling up the middle, that's Ryder Martin.
Another Mustang first down to about the 24-yard line.
More for the Mustangs.
I tell you, puts him on the 25. Putting Brody back there at running back adds an element of speed they have to pay attention to. A good deal between Rody and Ryder on that ROP play. 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Land and Rustler in the backfield. Ryder keeps it, looks to throw. Seneca had that covered pretty well.
Yep.
No gain on the play. Was looking to flip it out there to Brody, but the Seneca player was out there with him. Wise decision by Ryder just to tuck the ball and get what he could get. Second down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball on the Seneca 25.
You know, I'm putting Brody there too. If they decide to rush somebody, Brody can step up in front and make that block.
Breck and Wyatt. Wyatt to the bottom. Ryder keeps it. Wide open middle is Brody.
Oh.
Ball just a little too long.
Just out of the reach of number 8. Intended receiver.
And that's another play, Eric. You can run him out of the backfield. They'll lose track of him like they just did. Just got to connect on that. Well-designed scheme play there by Coach Hoover.
Yep, just a little bit overthrown. But, yeah, like you said, he can come out from the back like that.
Third down and 10. The Mustangs will have 2 plays, so you don't have to
that was my thought. Like,
here.
what was I thinking there? It was we have 2 plays here because this is obviously 4th down territory.
3 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Martin back. Oh, good job escaping. Throws across the middle. Wyatt Gordon again.
Yep. Tackler stays on his feet, finds a receiver upfield.
That was nice save.
Good catch by Wyatt.
Yeah, but got tackled
Comes
awkwardly.
up limping a little.
Yep, he got tackled very awkwardly.
He did. He came down on that awkwardly. Connor Land back in. Sanderson will stay out there for Gordon.
Short for the Mustangs.
4th down and about 1. Mustangs with 2 in the backfield, 1 to the top. Martin going to keep it himself. Martin will get the first down.
As long as he
Martin
doesn't
will
go backwards.
avoid. J.W. Riley's go. Sanderson with a great block, and Ryder will score.
Great block there by the sophomore.
Another great block out there by the Mustangs on the edge.
Getting a great block upfield by number 15, Corbin Sanderson.
Corbin Sanderson with the block.
Quarterback.
8:27 left to go here. The Mustangs will go for 2, or will they kick it?
I think they'll probably go for 2.
Looks like the Mustangs are going to go for 2. 7 seconds. We got to get set to go here. Ryder has it. Hands off to Big Steve. Big Steve rumbles and bumbles.
Oh, I thought he got in.
They're going to say he's a little short. But the Mustangs answer with a touchdown drive of their own. And with 8:27 left to go, the Mustangs trail 12-14. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
A backer of McDonald County Sports is Specialty Risk Insurance with offices in Carthage, Sarcoxie, and Joplin. They want to wish all the athletes the best and congratulate them on their hard work. Specialty Risk Insurance offers coverage from farm and ranch plus agribusiness to Main Street commercial. Learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com or call them at 417-359-5470. Specialty Risk Insurance, where they practice new ideas with old-fashioned service.
Thank you, buddy. Mustangs score. Ryder Martin with the touchdown run. Key play on that drive, Wyatt Gordon.
Two big plays.
Did a big third down catch to get us within 3rd and 1.
And then the first down that he caught up here in the hole.
Yep. Mustangs to kick off.
Now, if Lee Smith tells you that he can't see the game or hear us, then we got a problem because he's sitting in front of us now.
Mustangs with the squib kick. Takes a high bounce. Oh, good hit down there, too.
Good job there by the Mustangs.
Good job of the Seneca kid holding on to it. Because Maddox Fegan gave him a good hit.
Yep. That took a great bounce there for the Mustangs.
I tell you, we got a few late Mustang arrivals here. Lee Smith, Mark Duncan, former quarterback. Shooting guard on that team that won 3rd in state back in 81. Hey, Mark, I'm talking about you on the radio, buddy. I know. Seneca with the ball. Little jet sweep. Good tackle out there by the Mustangs.
That was Jake O'Brien.
Jake O'Brien.
Tackle on the play for the Mustangs, number 11, Jake O'Brien.
Good open field tackle by O'Brien. Seneca, though, gains about 4. One to the bottom, little set off the top. And off to Rome again. He picks his way through. You can see that burst of speed that he has. J.W. Riley with the tackle, but that'll be enough for a Seneca first down. Moves the ball into about the Mustang 49-yard line.
You know, the Mustangs could almost put a spy right behind the line for when they run up the middle like that for either the running back or the quarterback, because they kind of have a delay handoff or delay run through that hole.
Well, Miller just kind of looks there and sees what hole is available there. He's a good running back. Their line stays with their blocks. Try to get to the outside. Mustangs funneling back in. Another good job by the Mustangs tackling.
For a couple of yards for the Indians is number 7, Roman Miller.
Tackle out there by J-Dub.
Stop for the Mustangs, number 36.
And Ryder Martin. But a gain of about 6. Yelling at Mark Duncan now. They're a Mustang team that beat Seneca here back in 1980. Last game of the season gave them a 6-4 record, which at that time was one of the best ones in school history. Single running back, one to the top, one to the bottom. Handoff again. Zips through there.
Oh, yeah. You got through that
First
one.
down on about the 38-yard line.
I thought we had him stopped for about 3-yard gain.
Miller's one of those guys that hits maximum speed real quick.
Yeah.
On the tackle for the Mustangs, number 8.
Just got to know where he is at all times. But as you said,
but you can't just count on him, because that quarterback who's also really good will pull it.
Yep.
Got to do your job against guys like
locked.
these. Tries to get to the outside. Mustangs get the edge a little bit.
Number 7 once again with the carry, Roman Miller.
Looks like Riley out on the tackle. Ryder out there on the tackle, excuse me. Second down and about 5.
And I think Jake was there too.
Jake O'Brien. One up here to the bottom. 2 in the backfield. Now that offset eye again. Prophet going to read it, going to pitch it. Good play there by the
tackle.
Mustang.
Is that Jake?
O'Brien.
It was Jake O'Brien. Great job there, Jake, on the read.
Number 11 reading the option play like a book for the Mustangs. That's Jake O'Brien.
Brings back 3rd down and 9. Eric, that's a great play, but it'd been great if he'd have fumbled it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how you need the breaks. 3rd and long here for Seneca. Trips down here to the bottom. Hand off up the middle. He won't get the first down. He'll get to about the 30. Ryder in on the tackle. Looks like Vince James in on the tackle.
So it's about 4th and 2.
4th down and about 4.
Yeah, they moved it back. My bad.
Ball resting on the 36. 4:48 to go here in the second quarter. Big play here for the Mustangs. Close that door.
Don't close it. It's locked. I got to go out.
Oh, that's right. There we go. Sorry, Thomas.
You're good. Just don't want to get locked in again.
Quarterback reverses. Bruffett's going out, looking to pass.
Oh,
wide open under the seam.
Yep, he was open.
Ran too deep. Had one there.
Receiver number 4.
Good job by Probert to put it right on him.
Yeah, but Probert's coming up hobbling now.
And that's Blaze Graham with the completion.
Blaze Graham out there. Mustangs do keep him from scoring, but it'll be a 1st down and goal from about the Mustang 3. Mustangs will call a timeout, I believe. Yes, Mustangs call a timeout with 4:15 left. We're going to keep it here.
If you want to go, you're more than welcome to. Now.
Southwest City Full Gospel Church, located at 612 South Main, is a community-minded family church with room for everyone. Sunday school begins at 9:45, morning worship at 10:50, and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Ministering for over 80 years in Southwest McDonald County, and a proud supporter of the Mustangs. Yeah, Thomas, if you want to go down there and get ready,
yeah,
walk
they
with your
told us
boy.
we'll start lining up at 3 minutes till halftime or something like that.
So
our Thomas DeVecchio's son's ROTC senior tonight. Like I said, you'll finally get to see the picture of the man behind the camera.
Mustangs did fairly well there on that 4th down play. Just kind of let that young man run kind of open across the field there, and quarterback
First and goal here for Seneca.
Quarterback obviously seen it and just pitched it right to him.
Hand off. Oh, gets away elusive. And like we said, you got to tackle. Mustangs had him in the backfield.
He waltzes into the end zone. That's Roman Miller with the carry.
But Miller's about 6 foot, 215 pounds. He's hard to bring down, Mustang fans.
You know, I don't. I've been watching after that last pass that Probert made. He's kind of been hobbling, and he didn't move very far from that
point up. It's good
from his where he took the snap.
With 4:10 left, it's Seneca 21, Mustangs 12. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Amry Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri, specialize in roofing, siding, guttering, remodels, decks, and new construction. They also handle concrete, fire, and flood mitigation, and even work directly with your insurance claims. 417-389-6986. Whether it's a small repair or a major project, you can count on Amry Roofing and Construction for quality, integrity, and craftsmanship. See more online at amryroofing.com or find them on Facebook.
As your trusted American Family Insurance agent located in Anderson, we're proud to protect your dreams. When you need a teammate that you can count on, we're here for you. Whether it's home, auto, life, business, or farm insurance, we'd love to help. Contact Chris Smith and his team today at 417-845-7060 or online at chrissmithagency.com. Go Mustangs!
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome back. Seneca to kick off. Brody back deep, along with Breck. Kick that one high. Took return up the middle. Seems to seam. Good return out to the 40.
J.W. Riley.
Good block out there by Andrew Bogart.
Where the Mustangs will take over.
Actually, might zoom you in
Riley
just a tad,
with the ball.
actually.
4 minutes remaining.
Oh, wrong way.
4:05 left to go. Mustangs still have 2 timeouts. Need to answer again on offense here.
Yep, 2 timeouts, 4:05 left. Plenty of
The
time.
Mustangs will get the ball coming out of halftime. We'll keep it here at halftime. Going to show the Hall of Fame nominees and the ROTC seniors. Mustangs with 2 in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. Good hard run there. Finishing forward. Good job by Connor Land as he moves the ball out to about 6 yards.
Great to see Connor back out there running the ball. Last week he was under the weather, so kind of not feeling the best.
Second down and about 4.
Didn't have his best game, but
Wyatt Gordon back out there, Eric.
Yep, saw him getting taped up, and he was getting his
tough
ankle.
Kid. It's going to take more than a little ankle to get him out.
Yeah, but he might need a backup. Okay, there you go.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Ryder, hold it back. We'll look. Ryder will get a seam. Ryder Martin gets the ball down to about the 43-yard line.
Martin up the middle. He'll move the chains for a Mustang. First down.
Ball into Seneca territory. 3:29 left to go here in the second quarter. Stangs trail by 9. Breck to the top. Wyatt to the bottom. Ryder Martin wearing 36 tonight. Handoff up the middle. Connor Land. He'll get a few hard ones.
Number 24, Connor Land sidesteps. Defensive player.
Nobody went with Brody that time.
No.
About the 40.
Ball on the 41, gain of about 3. Second down and 7.
Do you think this is a time to do that same play that they had that just missed Brody by maybe a foot?
Mustang 2 in the backfield. I'll leave the play call to coach. He's a lot better at it than I am.
Well, yeah.
Tries to get outside. Does a good job of getting around the runner.
Handoff to number 8, Brody Wrestler.
Brody gets the ball down to about the 42.
But Brody has to come out.
Brody
his helmet
loses
came
his
out.
helmet.
He did pick up several yards there.
Yes, he did. Good run there by Brody, getting just around the corner to the ball on about the Seneca 37. Third down and about 5.
They were sending number 1, Ryder Owens, after Brody, but there's not many people that can catch Brody either out there.
Trips to the top. Wyatt to the bottom. Ryder back. Ryder looking. Ryder sees a seam. Good spin move by Ryder.
That should be.
He'll be close to a first down.
Martin, he'll keep it.
See where they spot it.
He's spun down close.
First down.
First down, according to the line judge.
That's not close. He got it. That's a Mustang.
Mustang first down.
And Brody comes back
Seneca
out.
33. 2:02 left to go here in the half. Wyatt to the bop, Breck to the top. Looks like Probert and Breck are matched up man on man up there. Brody with a little seam. Brody runs the ball hard down to about the 31-yard line.
Is that Probert? I thought no, that's Sherwood out there.
That's
yeah.
not 9?
No, that was 8.
Okay. I never can tell my 9s and 8s.
Yep. Yeah, I saw Probert kind of hobbling some there, so
Flips to the bottom, single receiver to the top.
He may not be out on defense.
Ryder does a great job standing in there. Just misses Breck.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 1, Breck Rubeck.
You know,
Eric,
it's
as
okay.
important as he is to his offense, you're right. He may not play defense.
Well, and I think they have him listed for
third down
defense.
and 9, a minute 12 left to go for the Mustangs.
Yeah, he is listed as a linebacker as well, and I think he's been out there on defense. But with if he's hobbling, they may not have him out there right now.
Third down.
I can't see where he's at.
3 down to the bottom, 1 to the top.
Oh,
Connor Land in the backfield with
I do see
Martin.
where he's at.
Oh, ball's intercepted.
Big fella got it.
Nice read there by Seneca, trying to set that screen up to Connor Land.
Yep.
That pass is intercepted by the big man, Brock Pendergraft, number 65.
Seneca will take over on their own 44. They have 3 timeouts left. In a minute 6, Mustang defense needs to be tough here.
Yep.
Pendergraft had pressure on the quarterback in the previous play.
Ryder just didn't see him.
With the interception.
3 to the bottom.
I think Ryder would try to get over him, but the big fella just jumped high.
Back. Going to throw deep. Ball's caught. Seneca will score. That's what you do after a big turnover. You try to go deep.
Number 23, Hunter Haynes.
And Seneca will get a little breathing room here as they score in 4 seconds. Profert can do it all. He can run it, and that was a perfect lead pass out there as Seneca tries the extra point. It's up. It's good. And with 58 seconds left, Seneca leads 28-12. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is Four State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. Four State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at fourstateprinting.com.
Seneca takes advantage of the Mustang turnover with a quick 6 strike.
Go ahead and take your spot, and we'll be ready to start here.
58.3 seconds left to go. We'll keep it here at halftime as we'll honor the ROTC and our Hall of Fame inductees.
Hopefully you have enough time, though, to get the halftime show in, too. It might be an extended long halftime.
Brody back deep along with Breck. J.W. Riley. Ball going to kick. Goes out of bounds. Good job by J-Dub.
Yep.
Letting that go out.
So we'll get the ball pretty close up to like the 35 or 40, I believe.
Seneca's kicker doing his best impression of Harrison Butler.
And the kickoff's out of bounds. The Mustangs will have the ball at the 35.
Mustangs take over on their own 35.
Left on the clock.
3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Mustang offense can strike fast too, fans.
They can.
Looks like Seneca's got 2 deep safeties back. Ryder running. Going to get out of bounds.
Ryder Martin takes off running.
Mustang offensive line's got to give him a little more time.
54.
Yep.
Jason Renfro.
That's the guy that got the pressure there. Kind of just went untouched and really didn't get blocked.
5:39 left to go. Mustangs do have 2 timeouts. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Ryder looking. Still looking, dumps it off. Ball's complete. Good catch there by J-Dub Riley. Gain of about 7.
Martin makes a tough throw.
You know,
Nice catch on the sideline by number 18.
One thing we haven't had to talk about tonight, which is a good thing, and hopefully this isn't a jinx for it or not, but we've had a lot better center quarterback exchange tonight.
Riley gets out of bounds, 47.6 seconds left. Big Steve comes in the backfield.
At some point, though, Mustangs are going to have to take a shot down the field here.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Good job by Big Steve picking that up. Ball incomplete.
I think that
trying to get it to Riley.
I think it was tipped there by 48, Jude King.
Ball tipped. Mustangs will have to punt. Back for Seneca is Blaze Graham, number 4. Seneca's coming. Ryder gets it off. Good punt.
That's a great punt.
Graham's going to get it away from it. The Mustangs will down it at the Seneca 22. 36.5 seconds left. Seneca has 3 timeouts. And as they proved just a possession ago, it doesn't take them long to score. The Mustangs going to have to bow up here. Seneca comes out, 1 running back, trips to the top. Handoff up the middle. And that's not a bad play by Seneca because they can break those at any time.
Yep.
Number 7, the ball carrier, is Roman Miller.
Miller gains about 5. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Handoff again to Miller. Mustangs tackle him about the 30. That'll be the end of the half. Seneca happy to get out of here with a 28-12 lead at halftime.
Hey, stick around, fans.
We're going to stay here as we honor the Mustang Sports legends.
Members, and we're also going to honor our Hall of Fame inductees, the class of 2025.
Well, Eric, very good, close first half. Mustangs run into a little trouble with the interception and the quick touchdown.
Yeah, you know, that was just a great play, though, by the big fella there to make that jump and take the ball away.
Good pass.
Yep. Mustangs are playing really good, though, themselves. They're, you know, obviously.
Talking to us a little bit. Hey, see, they moved your brother to running back just a little. He's looking good out there. Not as good as old brother, but, you know, good. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, Kevin. Kevin.
Buffett, how are you, buddy?
Good, Coach. How are you?
Good, good.
Hi, Coach. How are you? Doing all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to continue tonight's senior recognition with recognizing our JROTC seniors. Our first senior is Donis Sayer, son of Dwight Sayer.
When you wanted to do that interview.
Let's
Four-year
do it.
member of ROTC, he plans on becoming an audio
We'll have to do a
engineer
little
and pursuing a
halftime
degree
show.
at MSU. His message
then we'll
is,
do it.
it has been an honor
Stick
growing
around. This is
alongside
over,
you. I
nothing
thank
thing's over.
Jesus for our wonderful Mustangs. Go get 'em, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Donis Sayer. Our next senior is Thomas Del Vecchio, son of Rebecca and Thomas Del Vecchio. A 3-year member of JROTC, Thomas plans to join the Navy and become a chiropractor. His message is, I may not have known you all for long, but it's been a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Thomas Del Vecchio. Our next senior is William Craddock, son of Lonnie and Christina Riddy. A 4-year member of the JROTC, William plans to attend MSSU and become an officer in the Missouri National Guard. His message is, Go Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, senior William Craddock. Our next senior is Robert McGrain, son of Amanda and Mark McGrain. A 4-year member of JROTC, he plans to pursue marine biology or construction. His message is, it was a good run. I hope all of you guys and ladies have had a good time. Stay in school, get good grades, and reach for your dreams. Go Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Robert McGrain. Our next senior is Peyton Vance, son of Doug and Marilee Vance. Peyton's future plans include owning a welding business. His message is, even when times are tough, push through and work hard, then you will succeed. That's a great message from senior Peyton Vance. Our next senior is J.J. Williams, son of Christopher and Mary Williams. J.J. is a 4-year member of JROTC, and he plans to attend college and then take on a profession in cooking or IT work. His message is, good luck and go Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, senior J.J. Williams. And our final JROT senior is Tyler Adams, son of Randall Adams and Christy Alvis. Tyler's future plans include a real estate career and starting a family. His message is, to the ones I met back in 3rd grade, I just want to say congratulations, and I wouldn't want to walk the stage with anyone else. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Tyler Adams. One more time. Let's give a round of applause for our senior JROTC cadets. Hey, and just so you know, the JROTC has this rockin' Mustang over here that they are letting children 5 and under have little rides on. I believe it's $5 a piece, so head on over there. It's pretty cool. The kids will love it. All right, one more time, round of applause for our JROTC seniors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're proud to recognize the 2025 class of the McDonald County Athletics Hall of Fame. This year's class includes standout athletes, a legendary coach, an unforgettable team, and a lifelong supporter, each of whom left a lasting mark on Mustang athletics. So please help us honor at this time Coach Darby Stansel, Jackie McDuffie, Mike Russell, Jimmy Stauber, the 1981 men's basketball team. Oh yeah, they still got it. You know they still got it. They'll take anyone out here, one-on-one. Let's go. And we also want to honor Ronnie Cooper. One more big round of applause for our 2025 Hall of Fame inductees.
Great to see our Hall of Fame inductees out there, Eric.
Yep.
Just Coach Darby Stansel,
or their families,
cross country, Jackie McDuffie track. Those will be at the banquet, and we'll honor them with a meal and a dinner tomorrow night. If you can't make it, Eric will broadcast it. Great to see Jimmy Stabler out there. Curtis Townsend, Big Mike Jones, Lee Smith, Mark Duncan, Ron Parsons, I believe, is out there. And Eric, we're going to kick her to the coaches show.
Halftime show, excuse me. Kick it to the halftime show. And Coach Bergen will be giving you more information on this. Thank you.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. It seems to happen every football season. A player is about to score a touchdown, but they lose focus and drop the ball before they actually cross the goal line. In our own lives, we often get distracted and lose focus on what's most important. Instead of focusing on the end zone, we get caught up in worldly pursuits or worldly troubles. When we aren't focused on God first, it's like walking into the end zone without the ball. It's pointless. Instead of being distracted, anxious, and impatient, we can hold on to the promise of Matthew 6:33, but seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. As we seek what's important to God, everything else finds its proper place, and we have all we need in Him. Today, are we dropping the ball because we've lost focus, or are we seeking God above all else? I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to thesportsdevotional.com.
The Mustang Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the McDonald County Mustangs.
Welcome to today's edition of the Mustang Minute here on KNEO. I'm Ben Wolcott. Today we're joined by the McDonald County Athletic Director, Bo Bergen. And Bo, I know you've been a busy man these past couple weeks trying to get ready. It is the second annual McDonald County Hall of Fame night coming up on Saturday night. Why don't you go ahead and tell the people what that's all about?
Yeah, we're excited about it. Second year in existence, and it's just a night to honor the past and look forward to the future. And we've got a great class coming in this year, and we're really excited we're expecting a big turnout on Saturday, and I think that's a good thing.
And you mentioned the class that you're going to have. How many people? I can't remember off the top of my head. Is it 4 or 5 people and then one team?
Yeah, so we have one team, we have a contributor going in, and then a coach, and then 3 individual athletes.
So definitely exciting, and obviously this is happening on Saturday night. I believe it is at 6 o'clock at the high school. Is there a way, if people want to still go, is there a way for them to still get tickets at the door potentially?
Yeah, we will be selling tickets at the door. They are $10, and that includes a meal and spot at the table. It is filling up fairly quickly. We expect more people than we had last year, but yes, there will be ticket sales at the door, and I would suggest looking at our Facebook page if you want to get those tickets early. Our Facebook page has a link for the digital ticketing. But yes, tickets will be available at the door, and we will do our best not to turn anybody away.
And you mentioned the Facebook page not only for ticketing, but is that also where people can kind of learn a little bit more about everybody going into the Hall of Fame that night as well?
Yeah, so the last few days, starting on Sunday of this week, we are rolling out a kind of an intro video for each one of our inductees, and we're going to do that all the way up through today. So we will be doing kind of a preview video of each inductee and leading up to Saturday's induction banquet. And we also use those videos to kind of introduce the inductees night of. And it's a really cool thing that Mr. Shutton, our communications director, he does a great job of putting those together, and that it really adds to the night and adds to the excitement of the event itself.
And obviously, like you said, 6 o'clock is when this starts on Saturday night. What time will the doors open up? You mentioned digital ticketing, but if people want to try and get there early to make sure that they get themselves a spot, what time do the doors open up on Saturday?
Yeah, we're gonna open up the doors between 5 and 5:15 So that'll give people plenty of time to find a spot to sit and, kind of settle in before we get started.
And then if you can't go, we will have a YouTube feed of what's going on Saturday night, as well as we will have coverage of that. So if you can't go, you mentioned dinners beforehand. So what time do you think that the program will actually kind of start? 6:45, 7 o'clock, somewhere around there?
Probably a little earlier. We usually like to, as people finishing up, we usually like to get it going, and I would say probably 6:15 to 6:30, somewhere in there. We'll really start focusing in on the banquet, and but yeah, we like to give people a little bit of chance to visit and fellowship, and maybe see some faces they haven't seen in a while, and it's just it's going to be a good night all around.
And like we said, we'll be on the KNEO Sports YouTube page. We'll have a live video of that. So if you can't come to the event on Saturday night, make sure you tune in. Like Bo said, right around 6:15, 6:30, we'll be going live to cover the ceremony. And Bo, I know it's been a long process for you guys to get to your teams and your players and your coaches that get inducted. Let's say somebody wants to nominate somebody for next year. What's kind of the process? Because obviously this year is done. What's kind of the process if somebody wants to try and get the ball rolling for next year?
Yeah, so we will reopen our. We have two ways of nominating. So one is a digital form, and we just ask for a few bits of information on who's being nominated and things like that. But that'll be posted on our social media pages, our athletics website, and then there's also paper forms in the high school front office that people can come by and grab and fill out and then bring back. So we have multiple ways of nominating. We welcome nominations. We need nominations. There's, we have a committee, but we can't think of everybody. There's always somebody that we forget about. So nominations are absolutely welcomed and encouraged, and I hope that we get a load of nominations for this coming year, the 2026 class. So, yeah, there's two ways of doing it, and we try to make it as easy as possible.
And I should say, you guys will probably take a little time off before you get to that process, but will they still be able to do that basically after Saturday night? Will those be available, or are you going to take a little time off and then try and post those things for those people?
So the paper forms they're available year-round. You can come in anytime and fill one out, and the office will get it to me, and I'll get it to the committee. The digital form, it's honestly just when I get around to it. I'll try to do it as soon as possible, and we'll keep sharing that throughout the year as well. So we've probably got 8 months of nomination period that we can accept nominations. But those paper forms they're available year round. So if somebody comes to mind, feel free to stop in or shoot me an email or however you want to do it. But again, we welcome nominations and we need them, and that only helps the integrity and the excitement of our Hall of Fame and what it's meant to do for our community.
Well, Bo, I know you are a busy man, and I know you're probably feeling like you're running around with your head cut off today, tomorrow, as you get ready for this. We thank you for taking a couple minutes here on the Mustang Minute to talk about the Hall of Fame ceremony. Once again, that Hall of Fame ceremony is tomorrow night. We'll have coverage on our YouTube page if you can't get there. Right around 6:15, 6:30, that will go live on the KNEO Sports YouTube page, and obviously you can get tickets at the door as well, Bo said. So it's going to be a great weekend in Mustang Nation, Bo.
Yep, I appreciate you guys covering it, and I'm really excited, and congratulations to all of our inductees this year.
Thank you for listening to the Mustang Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the McDonald County Mustangs.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is proud to sponsor local high school sports on KNEO. Sports Director Michael Amami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman have interviews, scores, and highlights weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report covers events from high school athletics to Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State and local community colleges. Proud to support local high school sports. As your trusted American Family Insurance agent located in Anderson, we're proud to protect your dreams. When you need a teammate that you can count on, we're here for you. Whether it's home, auto, life, business, or farm insurance, we'd love to help. Contact Chris Smith and his team today at 417-845-7060 or online at chrissmithagency.com. Go Mustangs!
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports team is proud to serve
in a really good ball game, and we're lucky to have Bubba Moffitt up here with Mustang Youth Football. And Bubba, thanks for coming up and talking to us.
No problem, Coach. Thanks for having me.
Tell us, how's the youth football season going?
It's going good. We're competing every week and coming up with some wins and improving. That's what we can ask for.
That's all you can ask for of any of them. How many more games in the season?
We got one more and then the Super Bowl.
One more and then the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Where will the Super Bowls be held?
3rd and 4th grade is going to be at Neosho, and I have not heard where 5th and 6th will be playing.
Okay.
Well, that's a lot better than having to go to Lamar.
Yes. Better than going to Lamar, Eric says. Bubba, is there one team that's kind of having a standout season?
That's going to be our 5th grade.
Okay. How are they doing?
They're sitting at 4-2. They're coached by one of our defense coaches down there, Blake Martin and Cole and those guys, and they're doing a really good job with them.
Well, I would guess if they're coaching them, there's got to be a little Martin on them.
Yep, there is. Yep.
Maverick
Martin.
Well, if he's anything like Ryder, he'd be a fun kid to coach.
He's a little spitfire. He can carry the ball just like Ryder.
What grade's your boy in?
4th grade.
4th grade. How do they do it?
We're sitting at 3-3.
Well, that's
we're on a 2-game win streak. It's finally clicking. We're finally figuring it out, and we're stopping some teams that we had trouble with last year. So
well, good. Numbers pretty good in the youth program.
Yeah, we're averaging about 23 to 24 kids a grade. That's pretty good for us.
That's real good for us. If you can keep that out through high school, that's a good side squad.
Yes, it
really is. And youth football is very, very important. If you look out there, Ryder Martin, Wyatt Gordon, Brody Rustler, Max Spurgeon, J.P. Clarkson, all those guys came up through the youth program.
They did. I've had the luxury of being around all these kids, starting in flag all the way up to now, and it's been a pleasure watching these kids grow and become young men and dominate out there.
Yeah, they're competitors. Well, Bubba, we'll let you go. Thanks for coming up and talking to us.
No
Appreciate
problem,
you as always, buddy. Thank you. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Mustang fans, we'll take a few commercial breaks here as Seneca's making their way back onto the field. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Amry Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri, specialize in roofing, siding, guttering, remodels, decks, and new construction. They also handle concrete, fire, and flood mitigation, and even work directly with your insurance claims. 417-389-6986. Whether it's a small repair or a major project, you can count on Amry Roofing and Construction for quality, integrity, and craftsmanship. See more online at amryroofing.com or find them on Facebook.
Welcome back, Mustang fans. We've got some stats thanks to the legend Rick Peck, Kevin Black, and Robert Stabler. Riders got 89 yards rushing the first half. Connor Land has 9. Brody Rushler has 9, and Stephen Benny Mayhew has 9. Ryder is 4 for about 9, passing for 52 yards. Wyatt Gordon has 3 catches for about 38 yards. Brody has 1 for 9, and J-Dub has 1 for 5. Mustangs stayed right with Seneca. They just are having a tough time getting the offense stopped.
J-Dub,
the quarterback has 57 yards, and Roman Miller has 84 yards. As we said, that two-headed running attack from Seneca. Seneca also has 149 yards throwing it, 56 on that touchdown bomb. But Mustangs are holding tight, playing good. One mistake and then a big play. We're going to kick it over to Eric for some halftime scores from other games around the area. Eric, if you please.
Hey fans, at this time we'd like to give
Over
a
in
special
the
shout out to
COC
our
conference,
rowdy, raucous and respectful student body.
Lebanon leads Kickapoo 15-10 at halftime. Joplin and Neosho tied at 14 at halftime. Republic leads Carthage 21-7 at half. Webb City is putting a hurt on Willard 48-0. Nixa is also putting a hurt on Waynesville 48-0. Ozark and Glendale are tied at 21. Second quarter. East Newton leading Aurora 26-7. Cassville and Nevada are tied at 14. Apparently there's
Our thoughts and prayers continue to be with you.
I'm not sure. So I'm looking at the scoreboard here. It has -1 point for Cassville in the second quarter, so I'm not sure how that works.
That's a typo.
Mount Vernon leads Parkview 14-7 at halftime. Monette leads Lamar 24-14 at halftime. And Seneca leads us here 28-12 at halftime. Logan Rogersville leads Marshfield 46-0. West Plains leads Poplar Bluff 13-6. Branson leads Carl Junction 21-7. And Hillcrest and Bolivar are tied at 7 in the first quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, the score that kind of surprises me is that Cassville Nevada score.
Yeah.
Tied at 14-14. I knew Cassville was getting better.
And
thank you, Rick.
The other score for me is the Joplin and Neosho score 14-14.
Yeah.
Sounds like two good defenses going there.
We appreciate that.
But you're talking about J-Dub's receiving yards. He's got 5 yards receiving, but he probably has about 25, 30 yards on kick returns.
He has. He's done a good job out there doing that. Mustangs offensively have moved the ball every time they've had it. And other than the one big pass play to end the half, the Mustang defense has given up yards, but not the massive chunk yards Seneca's used to.
Yeah, we kind of made Seneca work for their yardage, which is all you want to do really is just make them work. The more, like you said earlier, the more plays they run, then the more opportunities they have for a mistake. Mustangs just need to capitalize when they do have that mistake.
Mustangs will get the ball to start the second half here.
Yep. But as you see over there, Seneca is a pretty big squad, so that comes from good coaching and just having a lot of kids come up through their Pee Wee football teams.
Eric, it's years and years and years of tradition. You can go back to the 60s when the Cook brothers were there. Then they went on and played at University of Missouri.
Yeah.
You can stay here all night naming great players from the Seneca Indians. Kevin Durbin, one of them. But those guys are not out on the field tonight. The Mustangs. Brody goes back to receive the ball. Breck's back there. J-Dub's back there. Seneca will kick off. Seneca leading 28-12. They've been content to kick the ball. And J-Dub will get it again. Cuts up the middle. Gets out to about the 38-yard line. Good coverage by Seneca. Mustang offense will take over there.
Another decent return there by
Mustang
J-Dub.
Lions have been doing a good job tonight for the most part. Mustangs come out. Connor Land in the back. Brody down here, White down here to the bottom. Brody and Breck to the top. Connor Martin, hands off. Connor Land, good cut by Connor. Leaps over a player, gets close to the first down. Ball out about to the 48-yard line.
Connor Land.
Maxis Spurgeon, Jake Townsend.
Looks like about a
Hayden Ashball doing a good job out there, leading the way along with Washam.
Brings up a 2nd and 1 for the Mustangs.
2nd down and 1. Brody and Breck to the top. White down here to the bottom. Keep ball topped, incomplete. Trying to hit Brody on that little
Pass incomplete.
inside slant off the RPO, and it was there.
Up by number 48, Jude King.
Good job there by Seneca, knocking the ball up in the air. Active hands out there by the middle linebacker.
Yeah, if you can't get home to the quarterback, you're taught to just throw your hands up there in the passing lane. That's what he did.
Mustangs in their bunch. Ryder Martin going to fake it, going to go. He'll get a first down and more. Ryder into Indian territory. Back down to the Indian 46.
Ryder Martin straight forward.
For a Mustang first
Good
down.
move the chains for a Mustang first down.
We saw a Seneca player wanting a false start on the line there, but they weren't even set yet to call a false start.
Breck to the top, Wyatt to the bottom, Brody in the backfield along with Connor Land and Ryder Martin. Brody with Land. Good job by Connor.
Number 24.
Down to the 40.
6-yard gain.
Tackle on the play for the Indians.
Good job in there by Spurgeon and by Washam. The entire Mustang line. 2nd down and about 5 from the 40. Breck out top, Wyatt to the bottom. Brody and Connor Land in the backfield with Ryder. JP in motion. There's a flag. We may have turned up a little soon there. Yep.
False start. The call goes against the Mustangs.
Who was it?
I think they called JP for turning and going instead of turning and sitting there.
Oh, I thought he kind of.
Because he went out in a route.
I thought he kind of stopped, but.
Moves the ball back to the Seneca 45. 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. Ryder around looking to throw. Now he'll duck it and run. Ryder does a good job.
Oh, that's a late hit. That's got to be a late hit. Thank you.
It's all right, Eric. Calm down. Good job, Ryder Martin.
I was like, he was on the black of the.
Comes flying in at the end of the play. It looks like a late hit, possibly against the Indians.
You can't do that.
That'll be a 15-yarder tacked on to the end of the run. It'll be a Mustang first down. And moves the ball.
And the penalty, the Mustangs will pick up a first down.
Mustang ball on the Seneca 23. 9:41 left to go here.
Wyatt out there gutting it out with his sore ankle. You can see that's still bothering him a little bit.
Ryder to the bottom, Breck to the top. Ryder Martin faked me out too. Gets the ball down to the 20.
Ryder Martin with the quarterback.
Looks like about a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and about 7. 9:28 to go here in the third quarter. The Mustangs have come out and established a nice drive to start this second half.
Gonna have to keep it up and gain some ground.
Two to the top, one to the bottom. Connor Land in the backfield. Connor cuts outside, keeps his feet. Boy, if he could have just kept it a little further, but that's still a good game. It's the ball down to about the 21.
Looks like it's about 1, 2,
third and about three. It looks like.
3. Of course, this is 4-down territory here, so Mustangs have 2 plays to get 3 yards.
Breck to the top, Brody to the bottom. Ryder just going to run that sweep, cuts inside. Nice block out there. Ryder Martin, he's going to score, folks. Touchdown, Mustangs.
That was a great job
I
there.
tell you what, Connor Land and Breck Rubik, another good block out there on the edge.
The far side of the field.
Mustangs will go for 2s. They trail by 10 here.
Hear that cannon going off?
Mustang in the bunch formation. Ryder throws it back. Caught there by Land. He'll score.
Great play there.
Nice play there. Good job. And with 8:24 left to go at halftime, it is Mustangs 20, Seneca 28. This is KNEO Radio Mustang Sports. We'll be back.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 2918 East 20th Street in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Welcome back, Mustang fans. Big Steve to kick it off. As Ryder Martin scores from about 16 out to tighten this ball game up to a 1-score lead. 28-20 for the Indians. 8:24 left to go. Eric, you couldn't ask for a better drive to start off the third quarter.
No, you're absolutely correct there. And we took, 6 minutes and like 36 minutes off the clock, or 36
Big
seconds.
Kick there.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Good tackle.
Maddox Fegan there.
Maddox Fegan there making the tackle. Seneca will take the ball on their own 46-yard line or 45-yard line. Now the test will be for the Mustangs to slow down this potent Indian attack, as they've ran and passed the ball very well tonight.
Talking about earlier at halftime with Bubba Moffitt about the Pee Wee football. Their last home game is tomorrow night, or tomorrow morning actually, starting at 10 a.m. I'll be there. Come out, listen to me again. Take on East Newton.
Jet sweep, push it to the inside.
Ooh.
Good tackle there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, who was that?
I believe that was Breck.
Is it Breck? Oh, Maddox.
Felix Maddox, excuse me. Maddox Fegan. Good tackle there by Maddox because he had some run. If Maddox wouldn't have brought him down.
Maddox just grabbed his foot and yanked.
Here's a gain of about 7, though, and into Mustang territory. Hand off to Miller. He'll move the pile for a first down.
Number 7, the ball carrier, barrels forward, picks up the first down for the Indians. That's Roman Miller.
Tacking in there by Hayden Ashbaugh. First down. Mustang defense needs to create a turnover. Much easier said than done, but offset eye for Seneca. Profit back, looking to throw. Throws over the middle, he's open. J.W. Riley on the coverage.
That was a senior picking on a underclassman there with that throw.
Nice throw, nice catch, nice route. Seneca moves the ball down to the Mustang 14-yard line.
Receiver
Miller in the backfield, one to the top, one to the bottom for Seneca.
Had him beat there off the line.
Miller takes to the outside, Mustangs will tackle him out there. Good pursuit.
Number 7, the ball carrier, Roman Miller. Tackle on the play by number 8.
Brody and Breck combined for the tackle.
Assisted by number 1, Breck Rubeck.
Gain of about 5. Second down and 5. Ball inside the Mustang 8-yard line. Seneca can get a first down without scoring. Two to the top. Profit and Miller in the backfield. Handoff, Miller's seam there. Touchdown.
Number 7 with the carry, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown for the Indians, Roman Miller.
Seneca's offensive line just making a hole in there. Seneca answers the Mustang drive with a drive of their own and scored with 6:17 left to go here in the third quarter. Extra point attempt. Ball high. Almost blocked there by Fegan, but he just didn't quite get it. Extra point is good. And with 6:17 left to go, Seneca 34, McDonald County 20. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is Four State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. Four State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at fourstateprinting.com.
Welcome back, Mustang fans. Breck and Brody back.
You can see the different styles here between the Mustangs. They like to take time off the clock and move the ball methodically. Seneca likes to move it as quickly as possible and just keep scoring as much as they can.
Seneca is a big play offense.
They are.
Pooch kick again. Ball picked up. A little scary there, but J-Dub gets back on it.
J.W. Riley, the ball comes loose, but he pounces right back on it.
I thought
Mustangs will take over on about their 35-yard line.
I thought they're not allowed to bring their band. They got their drummers over there.
Eric, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've read a Misha rule book.
Interesting.
Wyatt down to the bottom, Breck up to the top. Brody with the ball. Brody will be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The carrier. And he's wrestled down by number 46.
The loss of about 4. Second down and loss of about
2.
3. Second down and 13. Yeah. Linebacker just shot the gap that time. Brody out top this time. Brecken Wyatt to the bottom. Ryder and Connor Land in the backfield. Connor Land with a good run. Connor Land breaks through. He'll have a first down. Awesome job by Connor Land.
Connor Land, he gets upfield. He'll move the chains for a Mustang. First down.
Great hole opened up over there by the Mustang line.
Yep, and great piece of running there by Connor.
Ball right at the Mustang 49-yard line.
I think if Connor keeps his feet, he probably takes that in for a touchdown.
Brody to the top. He'll do it again. Seems the same outside seam coming from the other side.
And a strong run. He's down close to the line to gain.
Mustang line doing a good job moving the ball into Seneca territory at about the Seneca 42-yard line.
For the Mustangs.
Second down and a long one. Might be a play here to take a shot, Eric. Ryder zips it over here to Breck. Breck will get a first down.
Quick pass out to number 1, Breck Rubeck.
Good catch by Breck and a good job of getting the first down. He does.
For a Mustang. First down.
Ball on the Seneca 40. 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs moving the football. Brody and Breck up top. Wyatt to the bottom. JP to the bottom. Connor Land and Ryder Martin in the backfield. Ryder keeps it, has that same seam, cuts inside. He'll get a gain of about 5 down to the Seneca 35.
In there on the play for the Indians, number 23, Hunter Haynes.
Wyatt Gordon will go out. J-Dub will come in. J-Dub and Brick to the bottom. Brody up to the top. Connor Land in motion. Throws the ball incomplete. Let him just a little too much.
Pass incomplete to the near side.
Had a little blocking out there with Brecht and J-Dub. Third down and about 5 for the Mustangs. Ball sitting on the Seneca 35.
Ryder may have been able to take a couple steps towards Connor there, make that throw a little bit easier on himself.
When the quarterback does that, you also bring those defenders a little closer to that guy because
Yeah.
everybody's going to flow that way. Ryder with the snap here. Throws it out, complete.
No.
Oh, incomplete.
Got to catch the ball there.
Pass incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete. And that'll bring up a big fourth down play here for the Mustangs.
Had the first down there, just couldn't reel it in. I think he tried to run before he had the ball.
Big play here for the Mustang offense. J-Dub out here with JP. Brody and Breck to the top. Martin up the middle. He's going to be a little short.
Yep, he is.
Seneca closed very well on him. Bring him down about to the 32-yard line.
Scramble his way to a first down, but he's pulled up short. It'll be a turnover on downs, and Indians will take over.
Seneca will take over with 3:37 left to go in the ball game.
Nah, in the quarter.
Yeah, in the quarter.
Excuse me, in the quarter. You're right, Thomas.
I say that's an quick game for us.
Keep on me, Thomas. Keep on me. 3 to the top for Seneca. Hand off to Miller. He'll try to get there. There's a little seam there.
Oh, he just ran over somebody.
Ball tackled. After about the 48-yard line. Seneca going to get on the ball and go in a hurry. Hand off again. Try to get to the outside. Good job there by the Mustangs.
Yep, that's Ryder.
Ryder Martin getting him low and getting him down.
Yep. He's too big to go high and try to go one-on-one against him. You're going to have to go for his legs.
You saw what happens if you go high.
Yep.
Gain of about 2. Good job out there by Ryder.
Runs right through you.
Mustangs did a good job of getting ready on that hurry up too. 2 here to the bottom, 1 to the top. Little swing pass out here. Keeps his feet. Knocked out of bounds by Ryder Martin.
Pass complete. Downfield to number 4, Blaze Graham.
Ball inside the Mustang 20 and about the Mustang 16.
By number 36, Ryder Martin. Indians pick up the first down.
The Seneca group has playmakers all over the field. Two to the top. 2 running backs. Miller with it again. better job there. J.P. Clarkson gets him down below. Vince James, one of the many that helped finish him off up top. Hold him to a gain of about nothing. 2nd down and 10. 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. 2 out to the top. Profit will pitch it. Little seam there. Ball up about to the 9-yard line. Be a 3rd down for Seneca.
3rd and about 2, maybe 3.
3rd and 3, I believe.
You know, that's the first time we've seen the quarterback move out of the pocket like that in this half. Since he kind of came up lame earlier.
Him up. Miller drives, them big, strong legs moving. Mustang's interior gets him down.
Number 7, the ball carrier.
He'll probably have the first down.
He's brought down by a herd of Mustangs.
Can't quite tell.
They're going to give him a first down on the Mustang about 6-yard line. And Eric, I believe you're right there. They're not wanting to run their quarterback unless they just have to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that tweaked ankle didn't seem to affect his throwing arm a bit.
No.
Tough kid out there.
Yep.
Tries to get to the outside. Good job there.
Maddox Fegan
Wraps him up and brings him down for a loss. JP with a little bit of penetration.
Number 7 is the ball carrier, Roman Miller. Tackle for
loss of about 2 yards.
Fagan.
Goal to goal for the Mustang 9 this time.
40 seconds left.
Seneca will have to run a play. Trips to the bottom. Miller again. He'll try to get to the outside. Nice job out there.
Jake O'Brien and Ryder.
Ryder Martin and Jake stop him.
Tackle on the play by number 36, Ryder Martin, number 11.
They'll bring 3rd down in about 9.
That's the end of the
Seneca
quarter.
cannot get a first down. They'll let the clock expire. And at the end of the third quarter, it's Seneca 35, McDonald County 20. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
What?
They,
I'm going to read some of our sponsors while we have some time. Thank you to some of our sponsors: Cornerstone Bank, Big Nickel, 4 State Printing, Chris Smith, American Family Agent, Danita Keaton, Shelter Insurance, Numac Electric, KSN, KODE TV, Pro Lube Maintenance Center, Christian Healthcare Ministries, First Community Bank, Missouri Southern State University, Patterson Heights Baptist Church, Access Family Care, Amory Roofing and Construction, Specialty Risk Insurance. And Kim, I'll let you take back over now.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
3rd down here on the Mustang 9 to start the fourth quarter.
Do they throw it? Nope.
Little
do a
reverse. Super job there.
Great job. Absolutely. Ryder Martin sniffed that out for
Ryder Martin sniffed that one out.
Yep. That's about a 10-yard loss.
That probably pushes them out of that little field goal range we were talking about with their kicker.
Yeah, so now you can just pin your ears back, and because they have to get it in the end zone. So
they have to score.
Yep, they can't get a first down.
I'm sure they have a play for that. And going to look to throw it back to Profit. Ball. Oh,
great! No, that's really great there by Breck.
I don't know. I think Breck could have took that up the sideline quite a bit of a way, but that's a great play to get him out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Irregardless, great job of not being fooled out there by the Mustang defense.
Number 2, Maddox Fagan.
What was that?
And number 1, Barack Rubeck's right there, lurking.
Super job by the Mustangs.
I don't know. We may have to ask Ben later how many times they've been stopped on 4th down.
J-Dub comes in. Connor Land in the backfield with Ryder Martin. Connor with another carry. He'll fight, get about 1.5 yards out to the 21-yard line.
Number 24, Connor Land, the ball carrier.
Great play by great play by Ryder Martin on 3rd down. Great play by Breck Rubick on 4th down. Mustangs were not fooled by that. Breck down here to the bottom. Ryder looking. Ryder will cut back. Good to the seam. Ryder Martin. Ryder Martin goes. Great individual effort by Ryder Martin. Moves the ball all the way down to the Seneca 41-yard line. Just a great individual effort there by Ryder. Wanted to run the power sweep out here. Wasn't there. Cut it back. Avoided a Indian. And a gain of about 23 yards. Mustang with 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Connor Land again. Connor Land splits through.
He's
Keeps
still
running.
running.
Holding on to the ball. Gets it down to the 40-yard line.
Another angry run downhill for Connor Land. He'll pick up a Mustang. First down.
10-7. 10 minutes, 7 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Brody and Breck to the bottom. Connor Land pulled by Ryder Martin. Ryder will get out to this outside. He'll get out to about the Seneca 36-yard line.
He'll pick up about 4.
Gain of about 4.
Driven out of bounds. 5 for the Indians.
Oh, Connor's played great this year, and I'm kind of bummed that we only get to see him for 1 year.
Mustang line doing a good job out there.
He's made the most of his opportunities.
Connor Land in the backfield with Ryder. Another good handoff. Connor, another little seam. Runs the ball down to the Seneca 28.
First down.
That'll be a first down for the Mustangs.
He'll move the chains for a Mustang. First down.
Spurgeon, Townsend. All those guys doing a great job. Connor will get a little bit of a breather, and Big Steve will come in. Two to the top, 1 to the bottom. Brody down here to the bottom. Big Steve goes through. He'll get down to about the 25-yard line.
For a short gain.
Gain of about 3.
Tackle on the play by number 7, Roman Miller.
Sanderson out to the top. Brody and Big Steve in the backfield. Breck down here to the bottom. Brody cut inside, cuts to the outside. Brody keep fighting and keep carrying him.
He carried about 4 Seneca Indians with him.
Super job out there by Brody.
I mean, they had him stopped probably about the 15, but then he picks up another 3 or 4 yards after that. I mean, it was still a first down, but he picked up even more yardage after the initial hit.
First down on the 16. Connor comes back in. It was a good job by Big Steve while he was in there.
Yep.
Ryder looks to the inside, cuts back. And Seneca does a good job of stopping that. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Mustangs can make a first down, 8:24 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Breck to the bottom. Brody in the backfield. Sanderson up top. Brody trying to get outside and he won't. He'll lose.
Number 8, Brody, a wrestler.
Back to about the 15-yard line.
Lost by number 1, Ryder Owens.
3rd down for the Mustangs. Need to get some positive yardage here on 3rd down. Sanderson up top. Breck to the bottom. Ryder to Brody. Brody will cut inside, but not much there. Gain of about 3.
Brody Wrestler.
That'll bring up a 4th down for the Mustangs at about 12. 7:13 to go here in the 4th quarter. Mustangs are going to take a timeout. This is a big play. They're going to discuss it. We'll stay here.
Hey, fans, this is the perfect time for me to announce the winner for the 50-50 raffle or the
Patterson Heights Baptist Church, located at the intersection of Highways 43 and 76 west of Anderson, has Sunday school Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. with morning worship at 11 a.m. They also have Sunday night Bible study and prayer on Sunday evenings at 5:30 with services for adults and youths at 6:30. A proud supporter of the Mustangs. Eric, I've seniored out, buddy.
Yeah, Kim, I was looking up where Central High School is. I think they do have a football field.
They may have one.
Right across from the school. It looks like a nice one. So
I hope.
Hopefully. They just have one set of bleachers.
Big play here for McDonald County. 4th down. We can get a first down, Mustang fans.
You would like to have seen them pick up, a couple of yards on that last play, but Seneca sniffed that play out pretty well.
Brody and Sanderson to the bottom. We'll have Breck up top. Connor Land in the backfield with a rider. JP toward the bottom. Land in motion. Rider looking. Incomplete out of the end of the end zone. Seneca defended that well. And much like the Mustangs bowed up and kept Seneca out of the end zone, Seneca returns the favor to the Mustangs. 6:54 left to go.
It was Connie Martin. Congratulations,
McDonald County 35.
She graciously donated her winnings back, so thank you very much, Connie, for donating to Project Grad.
Connie Martin wins the split the pot and gives it back to Project Graduation. 3 to the top for Seneca. Hand off, trying to get to the outside. There's a little seam there. Mustangs close it down, but he gets about 8.
I think they're going to give him the first down. Yep, they are.
First down. Miller's been their bell horse here in the second half.
Miller, and he's tackled by number 8.
Moves the ball out to the Mustang 25-yard line.
Indians pick up a first down.
Two to the bottom for Seneca. Now 3 to the bottom for Seneca. 2 running backs. Miller with the handoff. Good game, touchdown saving tackle there. Jake O'Brien saved a touchdown.
Yeah, that was close. He almost made a breakaway and would have been gone.
Shoestring tackle.
Moves the ball out though to the Seneca 41-yard line.
By number 11, Jake O'Brien.
6:05, great individual tackle there by the freshman. Seneca moving the ball. 3 down here to the bottom, 2 in the backfield. Handoff. Better job by the interior of the Mustang line there.
Once again, the running back.
Big Steve in there.
Miller.
Ashball in there also. Gain of about 3. 5:21 left to go. Three to the top. 2 to the top, excuse me. Seneca will call a timeout. 5 minutes left to go. We'll keep it here. Mustangs trail 35-20 in a very hard-fought ball game. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Southwest City Full Gospel Church, located at 612 South Main, is a community-minded family church with room for everyone. Sunday school begins at 9:45, morning worship at 10:50, and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Ministering for over 80 years in Southwest McDonald County and a proud supporter of the Mustangs. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Access Family Care, Amani Roofing and Construction, McDonald County Telephone and Internet, great sponsor of the Mustangs, Crowder College. Eric and I are proud graduates of that institution.
Yep.
I don't know if they're proud of us, but Banner Church of the Nazarene, McDonald County Chamber of Commerce. Like we said, their banquet will be next Saturday night at McDonald County High School. Second down, about 7 for the Indians. One to the top.
Well, there's something wrong with the chain.
Yeah, they're confused.
Cool hand Billy Martin will take care of the chains. Refs shouldn't worry about him. Him, the Carlin boys, and Michael Shaddix. Hand up, looking to the outside. Miller's a hard runner. Mustangs will bring him down. Looks like
for a possible first down.
That could be a face mask, the way it kind of looked.
That may be a face mask on them.
A few flags on the play.
Ball moved down to about the Mustang 35.
They're pointing towards Seneca, so it may be a face.
He may have tried to stiff arm and
Yeah.
grab the face mask.
He did.
Looks like it because Seneca's moving back.
Yeah, Seneca's backing up.
Good job there, Eagle Eye again.
Yeah.
Yep. Face mask. You can use that old stiff arm, but you can't grab a hold of it.
Yeah. And
great effort out there by the Mustangs to track him down, too.
Once you grab and twist the helmet, it's no longer a stiff arm.
To the Seneca 43, but
still second down.
Still second down and about 5. Two to the bottom, 1 to the top.
Seneca's going to call a timeout.
Seneca's going to call another timeout. They didn't like that. That gives them just 1 left with 4:37. We'll keep it here. Specialty Risk Insurance, Matco Heating and Cooling, B&M and Yokomana Tire, Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Patterson Heights Baptist Church, Missouri Southern State University, First Community Bank, Christian Healthcare Ministries, McDonald County Chamber of Commerce, Banner Church of the Nazarene, Crowder College, McDonald County Telephone and Internet, ProLube Maintenance, KSN KOD TV, New Mac Electric, Dana Keaton Shelter Insurance, Chris Smith American Family Agent, 4 States Printing, Big Nickel and Cornerstone Bank, all proud sponsors of the Mustangs, and we're proud of them. Second down here, 4:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. Seneca holds a 35-20 lead. Handoff, Miller tries to get to the outside. Mustangs tackle him out there. He may have enough for the first down, depending upon where they spot him. Looks like they're going to say he went out of bounds a little shy of the first down marker. Breck Rubik and the group of Mustangs over there.
So third and about 2.
Third and about 2. Ball setting on the Seneca 49. One to the top, one to the bottom.
Mustangs stack the box there.
Hard running there by Roman Miller. He'll get the ball down to the Mustang 40. Jake O'Brien in there on the tackle. Big Steve. Seneca will get a first down out of that. He's just a hard man to bring down.
Number 11, Jake O'Brien, number 36.
Seneca milking this clock. First down on the Mustang 40. 4:13 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Seneca has one timeout left. The Mustangs have 2, but that's kind of irrelevant right now. One to the top. 2 running backs in the backfield for the Indians. Flag.
The offense or a false start.
Penalty on the play.
Offsides versus Seneca. That'll move the ball back 5.
As you know, if I was the coach on that, I would be really upset at that one because all you got to do is look where the ball is.
.340. First down and 15 for the Indians. They run trips out here. Hand off to Miller. Good tackle there inside.
Number 7, the ball carrier, Roman Miller.
Ryder Martin shooting the gap.
36.
Makes the tackle for no gain.
Timeout taken by the Mustangs.
Mustangs going to take a timeout here with 3:19 left. As we said, Mustang fans, next week, tentatively, this is what we planned upon doing. We're going to try to bring you our home soccer match on Tuesday. Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we'll have Mustang softball in districts. Again, you have to pay to watch that. That's a mission rule, not ours. And then next Saturday, we will be in Kansas City where the Mustangs take on Kansas City Central. Eric's researching how to get there. If we don't show up, somebody come looking for us.
Yeah. The good thing is it's only about 2.5 hours away.
It's the same weekend as our youth football's Super Bowl.
Seneca comes out.
And Anderson's Pumpkin Fest.
Handoff up the middle to Miller.
Oh.
He'll get down close to first down yardage.
He'll slide down short.
Handoff to number 7, Roman Miller.
I don't know why he slid short like that.
He'll slide down close to the first down marker.
Third down. Eric, I think at this point, they're not as much worried about scoring as they are taking time off the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Mustangs will call a timeout. We'll take a little break ourselves. This is Mustang Sports on the KNEO Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County where their slogan is your Touchstone Energy Partner.
Welcome back, Mustang fans. 2:59 left here to go in the fourth quarter. Seneca leads 35-20. We'll have a 3rd down and 1 on the Mustang 31. Been a steady dose of Roman Miller this second half from the Indians. Flags again. Offside against Seneca. That'll move them back. And that's the one thing I'm sure they didn't want to happen. Loss of 5 yards, 3rd down and 6 now.
Yeah.
Mustangs have 1 timeout left, 2:58 left here to go. One to the bottom, one to the top on this 3rd down play. Hand off again to Miller. He'll fight forward, but the Mustangs will hold him to about the 34-yard line.
About 2-yard gain.
Bring up a 4th down and about 4. Mustangs decide to save that timeout. Clock at 2:38. Two to the bottom. Seneca, not liking what they'll see, will burn a timeout. Well, the play clock was about down. Again, really like to thank all of our sponsors. Specialty Risk Insurance, Matco Heating and Cooling, B&M and Yokohama Tire, see Billy Martin for all your tire needs, Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Access Family Health Care, McDonald County Telephone and Internet, always a great sponsor of the Mustangs. Crowder College, Banner Church of the Nazarene, McDonald County Chamber of Commerce. One last time, their banquet is next Saturday night at the high school. Dana Keaton Shelter Insurance, New Mac Electric. Their meeting is 2 Saturdays from now. KSN, KOD TV, ProLube Maintenance. 3 to the bottom.
4th down.
For Seneca. And they're even going to split Miller out a little bit.
Looking for a stop.
Quarterback will roll. Looking to throw. Incomplete. No flag.
Good defense there by Jake O'Brien.
Good job by Jake O'Brien. The Mustangs will take over with 2:05. No timeouts for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's 2 4th down stops the Mustangs have got on Seneca. I don't know how many teams can say they've done that twice in a game.
We've held them to 7 points this half, haven't we?
Yeah.
Ryder Martin in the backfield, trips down here to the bottom. Ryder will take off. Ryder trying to get to the outside. Ryder smart gets out of bounds at about the Mustang 43-yard line. Minute 59 left to go here.
Now, they have also held us only to 8 points this half as well. But
Sanderson comes in to replace JP. Brody Breck and Sanderson out here at the bottom.
It's been a pretty good second
Connor
half.
Land in the backfield.
Pretty good second half for the defensive side.
Martin will look. Martin will take. Throws it, complete.
Ryder Martin steps up.
Need to go down. We got time here.
Finds receiver number 8.
Brody does a good job getting the first down.
They could have gotten a face mask there on Miller.
The chains for a Mustang first down. The Mustangs in the hurry-up offense.
Mustangs on their own 46. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Ryder looking, waiting. Throws it out there. Just incomplete to Breck.
That's okay, really, though.
It fallen down 2. Minute 41 left to go, second down.
That's okay, because that stops the clock, though, too.
Mustang on the 44-yard line of Seneca. Breck to the bottom, 2 up top. Ryder, quick out. Brody needs to get out of bounds. He does. Good job by Brody.
Brody Wrestler, he wisely gets out of bounds.
Moves changed to about the 38. Third down and about 5. Sanderson and J-Dub to the top. Brooke and Brody to the bottom.
Do you take a shot for the end zone here?
Out, incomplete. Trying to get the ball out there.
Intended for number 15. That's Corbin.
To Corbin Sanderson.
On the out route.
Just need to get that pass just a tad bit higher.
Wyatt Gordon not in with a twisted ankle.
Yep.
Fourth down here for the Mustangs. Three to the bottom, three to the top, 1 to the bottom. All right, they're going to roll and look. Ball incomplete.
Turnover on downs.
Yep.
Mustangs will turn it over on downs.
Number 29, Aiden Crane. Martin just gets rid of it. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Indians take over.
Minute 28 left to go. All Seneca's got to do is snap it and take a knee. Mustangs are out of timeouts. And that looks like that's what they'll do. He will take a knee.
Yeah, you can see that ankle really bothering him taking that knee.
It has really bothered him, Eric, because
taking the leg.
He hasn't ran the ball the entire second half.
Yep. And even when he rolled out, he only rolled out maybe 4 or 5 steps and then dumped it off.
But a gutty performance, man.
Yeah.
Gutty performance by both. Mustangs, you're never happy with a loss, but they played well tonight against the number 1 ranked team in the state.
Yeah, I mean, we held them to 35. I don't know many teams that have held them to.
I think I left it at home, but I figured it up, and I think they were averaging close to 50 a game.
Let me go look online.
Prophet takes a knee, 44 seconds. Officials will spot it, and Seneca will not have to take another snap. Seneca will go to 7-0. The Mustangs will fall to 4-3.
Cassville held them to 33 points.
Good effort by the Mustangs tonight. Remember the Hall of Fame banquet, if you can make it tomorrow night at McDonald County High School in the cafeteria. If you can, about 6:30, KNEO will bring it to you. We're going to go down and get Coach to talk to us a little bit, and we'll be back. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
A lot has changed in banking and finance since 1997, but at First Community Bank, our focus remains the same. Community. We believe that every business needs a good partner, and for more than 25 years, we've been that partner. We've built personal, long-lasting relationships. We've earned your trust. We have experience that you can count on. We care, and it shows. We look forward to many more years of being your trusted partner. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
Today's event is being supported by Banner Church of the Nazarene, located at 597 North Fork Road between Anderson and Goodman. Banner Church of the Nazarene services are Sunday school at 9:30 and family worship at 10:30. Check out their special Sunday night youth fellowship. Wednesday services begin at 7, offering adult Bible study, ladies Bible study, youth and children's services. Contact them at bannerchurch.com, 417-364-7461, or dennis@bannerchurch.com.
What does a culture of excellence look like? It looks like her, him, and them. It's where future educators, innovators, lifesavers, and global leaders call their home. It's a place where immersive learning environments can help empower students to command a future in their field. Come experience excellence at Missouri Southern State University.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Whether it's Friday night football or volleyball matches, McDonald County Telephone and Internet believes every play deserves to be celebrated. That's why we're proud to sponsor McDonald County Athletics, providing the fast and reliable internet you need to stream games, share highlights, and cheer on our Mustangs. Delivering internet and telephone to Anderson, Jane, and Pineville, we offer broadband services on a fiber optic network. Find out more at olmac.net or give us a call at 417-223-4313.
Proudly supporting the Mustang baseball team is Mustang Gardens, owned and operated by Fawcett Greenhouses in Neosho, Missouri. Mustang Gardens is a full-service garden center and is open during the months of March through June and September and October. Located at 500 State Highway 76 in Anderson, Missouri, spring is here, and Mustang Gardens can provide you with supplies for all your gardening needs. For more information, call 417-845-6015. Go Mustangs!
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while spending on overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is a faith-based alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to insurance and join CHM today.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
The McDonald County Sports Network is sponsored in part by the McDonald County Chamber of Commerce. The McDonald County Chamber strives to promote local businesses and unite the county, offering networking events for members as well as non-members, working together to make McDonald County, Missouri a better place to visit, work, and live. For more information, visit their website at www.mcdonaldcountychamber.org.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4-State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4-State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
Amry Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri, specialize in roofing, siding, guttering, remodels, decks, and new construction. They also handle concrete, fire, and flood mitigation, and even work directly with your insurance claims. 417-389-6986. Whether it's a small repair or a major project, you can count on Amry Roofing and Construction for quality, integrity, and craftsmanship. See more online at amryroofing.com or find them on Facebook.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area school systems and the future of our communities.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
Today's event is being supported by Banner Church of the Nazarene, located at 597 North Fork Road between Anderson and Goodman. Banner Church of the Nazarene services are Sunday school at 9:30 and family worship at 10:30. Check out their special Sunday night youth fellowship. Wednesday services begin at 7, offering adult Bible study, ladies Bible study, youth and children's services. Contact them at bannerchurch.com, 417-364-7461, or Dennis at bannerchurch.com.
Mustang fans, we're joined by head coach Kellen Hoover. And coach, a good high school football game.
It was, two teams that want to be physical. That's how you win in this conference. And, that's a team that has won a lot. And, they've won a lot being that physical team. And I thought our kids really came to play and battled on that side of things. I thought we were extremely physical up front tonight. Thought Connor Land ran the ball really physical. I was really proud of him. And, Ryder always does a really good job just finding creases in the defense and getting what he can. And then we made them work for, I think, you talk to Coach McCullough and he'd say, we just kind of gave away a couple. Just it didn't make them earn it. Not to say that they didn't earn it with a big play, but we didn't make them have to just work for every yard of a couple times. And I felt like our guys overall tonight defensively made them work for every yard they got.
Well, Coach, it's like we talked about up here. They're very, very explosive, and every play you make them run is a play something bad may happen.
For sure. And there's two dynamic kids in that backfield. And, they've got some receivers that can run around too. They can get you on that jet sweep, and all that action in the backfield can make you forget about somebody running down the field. And our kids were really disciplined defensively tonight, I thought. Again, you ask Coach McCullough, he'd probably pick out a couple things that, he would like us to do better. But I thought our kids battled hard all night. You're talking all 11 on both sides of the ball. I thought our kids battled really hard tonight, especially our seniors battled hard because it's their last guaranteed one here. I thought our underclassmen played really hard for them, and I'm really proud of just a lot of the things that took place during the game. I just proud of how we played. They just made more plays than we did.
Coach, we tackled better. We had some plays where Jake O'Brien makes a touchdown saving tackle. We had several of those on the outside. We gang tackled. We flew to the football better. And offensively, much better with our snap to the quarterback. Our line did a good job making holes.
We did.
Did a good job for the most part in pass blocking. Ryder threw the ball well. The kids caught the ball well. Just two good football teams. And like you said, they made a few more plays than we did.
That's it. And if you're a fan of high school football, this was a good one to watch. And they did make more plays than we did. And we'll look back at this tape and we'll find some plays here and there that we just, we wish we would have done this better, done that better, executed a little bit better. We'll learn from that. We'll learn from this game as coaches. We'll learn from this game as players. We'll watch this tape and get back to work over the weekend and on Monday, and we'll learn from it. And we'll get focused on next week. That's the great thing about high school football. You come out here, put everything you've got into this night, and then you learn from it and you start over on Monday. And that's what we've got to do. We got to reset and come back to work on Monday. This one doesn't define our season, win or loss, and it wouldn't have if it would have gone the other direction. It's a game that we've got to just learn from and finish our season well, and that starts getting ready for Kansas City Central.
Coach, next week you got the one thing coaches hate, an unroutine week.
Yeah, right.
We're going to play on Saturday up there at 1 o'clock. I looked their record up. They're 2-6. They've beaten a couple of schools. I imagine you guys will get tape and watch on them, but usually those schools are very athletic.
Yeah.
Maybe a little undisciplined, but it'll be a challenge, especially up there, especially that far away from home.
Yeah, it's always hard to go on the road, and especially when you're talking about probably having to leave at 7 or 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. And so, that's just something that we're going to have to overcome, a little adversity. But, we've had to overcome adversity all year. And, I'm proud of our kids just for doing that. And I know our seniors they'll lead us through this week. Kind of a week that is a little bit off script, I guess, just because everything's pushed back a day. So it's just a little bit different. And, I think our seniors are going to want to finish their senior season off right. And so I know they're going to lead us through it. I think, we'll come back on Monday ready to work.
Coach, the quarterback center exchange was much better tonight, a lot less penalties. It's hard to say this and people understand it, but we played a lot better in this loss than we did in last week's win.
Yeah, it's just funny in that way, and that it's not always about the result of the game. You really have to focus on how you played, and I just am pretty proud of how physical we played, how much we fought for 4 quarters tonight. To me, it looked like we played with a different speed tonight. I thought our speed overall, I thought our timing was better. I thought, I just thought a lot of things were better on all counts. Offensively, defensively, I just thought we played with a different speed tonight. And, we had a really good week of practice, and it's amazing when you have a really good week of practice how well you come out on a Friday night. And, I think our kids can take that and learn from it. And, I hope we do.
Well, we got a few stats. I'll read them to you, and then we'll let you go. Ryder carried the ball 20 times for 164 yards. Connor carried it 10 times for 81. Brody, which was a neat deal getting in the backfield, carried 8 for 19. And Big Steve had 3 for 11. We had 36 yards passing. We had 351 yards total offense. They had 252 rushing and 201 passing, so they had 463. But like you and I both said, they earned about every bit of that. There was one big play out of that, but every other bit of that, they earned every bit of it.
They did, and I thought our kids, defensively, in high school football, a lot of the goal is to make them snap it again, And so, like you said, a couple touchdown saving plays that we made, and even if it's a shoestring tackle, at the end of the day, we made them snap it again. And high school football, there could be a false start. There could be a fumbled snap. There could be a turnover. Instead of giving up that big play that results in a touchdown. You tackle them. Even if they get into the red zone, whatever, big gain, doesn't matter. If we make them snap it again, we still have a chance. And I thought our kids did that well tonight. We came up with a couple good stops. And, again, they just made a few more plays than we did. And we got to correct some things and get back to work.
All right. Well, Coach, we'll let you go. We thank you for coming up and talking to us.
Thank you.
Good luck next week.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. Well, Mustang fans, we're going to go to the Freeman Orthopedic scoreboard. Let Eric give you some scores, and then we're going to call it a night.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or therapists can help you get back in the game. Now, let's go back live to the stadium for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network.
Okay, let's go over first in the COC conference. Glendale Falcon leads Ozark Tigers 34-28. Webb City beats Willard 55-0.
I don't think you're on.
Lebanon falls 36-10. Joplin beats Neosho 31-28. Republic beats Carthage 28-31. Reverse that. Carthage beats Republic 30-28. Nixa beats Waynesville 55-14. Over in the Big 8 conference, East Newton leads Aurora 47-21. Still lists. Oh, well, it's updated. Cassville beats Nevada 27-20. Seneca beats us here 35-20. Lamar beats Monette 27-24. East Newton beats Aurora 47-21. Logan Rogersville beats Marshfield 49-7. Branson beats Carl Junction 35-32. West Plains beats Popular Bluff 41-12. And in the Mid-Lake Conference, Clever beats Hollister 20-0.
Well, here the Mustangs fall. Good hard-fought game.
Yeah.
We're going to call it a night. Remember, next Tuesday night we'll have soccer here. Wednesday, softball districts, but you have to pay to see it. And then Saturday we're on the road to Kansas City. Yep. Kansas City, here we come.
Hey, one big thing here real quick. Lamar beat Monette, and so Monette has another loss too now. So
we need Monette to lose a couple more because they'll have the tiebreaker.
Yep, they have the tiebreaker, so they'll need to lose a little bit more.
But that's good to see that Lamar –
yeah.
Lamar held him to 24 points. Lamar must have just kept the ball. Good job out there to Lamar. Feel sorry for our Wildcats up north. I thought they'd get Joplin, but sometimes that's the way it goes. Eric, your Mizzou Tigers, I'm going to be a Tiger fan tomorrow.
Yeah, I think everybody is.
Taking on Alabama. Amy Bethel that's out there won't be. She's a big Bama fan. But other than that, everybody may be a Tiger fan. Hey, this is Kim Harrell for Eric and Thomas. We're going to call it a night. Have a safe trip home. We'll see you Tuesday. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or a therapist can help you get back in the game. Join us again after the game next week as we will once again bring you all the latest scores right here on the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.